Welcome to the show. Sorry, people are listening.
Oh, there we go. Hang
Is
on.
it going to work over here?
Boom.
Yeah, we are. Okay, now we're live.
Yeah,
Excellent.
right when I clapped.
Sorry, people that listen get an extra bonus of us trying to figure out how things work. 89 fucking weeks in. How many shows have I done? Like 200 and I still know how to fucking do this?
No, you've done way more than that.
Maybe. No,
Yeah.
probably not that too much more. But anyway, what's up?
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Just fucking, here we are.
Just fucking.
Just recording on a Sunday. The Patriots won. That was great. I was pretty happy about that.
Ziad was so upset. He changed his name on Discord to Suicide Watch for like a... He's like, how'd we fuck up? Yeah, but at least he knew it was like his team that fucked up. It seemed like...
No, they did. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was real bad. I would explain it, but...
I like looked at the score and it was like, oh, it's like 3 quarters done, and it was like 3-3. I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
It was
Like,
it was really
football's
boring. It was really, really boring. This
Well, because
episode.
our buddy Jorge fucking
Yeah.
flew out for it. And I was
Bullshit. He didn't tell me.
Like, that would suck though.
Would it?
Flying out for fucking...
Well, I mean, they scored a touchdown.
I don't know. He
Patriots
said,
did.
well, that's not what he was there for though.
That's true.
I don't know.
Oh,
But
yeah, that's true.
he said the halftime was good though. I feel like we're too loud.
That was the one with I don't know. It was Adam Levine. He took off his shirt and everybody freaked out or something.
His nips.
What was the problem? Did you hear what the problem was about
What?
it? I don't know. Like people were like, they're
Some people were upset, and I don't know if they were real upset or fake. I can't tell anymore.
Oh,
But
that kind of
because he's a guy, so he can show his nips, but Janet Jackson can't because
because
yeah, I don't know. People are dumb. So
I mean, show your nips. Do whatever you want.
show those nips.
just do it. Try to do it.
Do
I don't know.
Just
Try.
fucking do it. I can't tell if we're too loud or not.
I think it was basically just a problem with I don't know. We'll see if
Yeah.
I think it was basically just a problem with what's it called? The fact that it was Adam Levine, because they were like, oh, he's got that stupid California tattoo on his stomach. I'm like, what's the point of that?
Yeah. I saw. What was it? It was like, somebody said that Adam Levine looks like if he was in Memento, but instead of who killed his wife, it's where's my vape. Or something. And I was like, that's pretty good. I think that was like a Mike Drucker joke or something. It's fucking good.
I love Mike Drucker.
I need to have this like kind of in between here because it doesn't look loud enough. But this is maybe good.
I can't tell. I honestly
tell
don't know.
either. Yeah.
None of this is anything that I'm particularly.
I know. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That's why
It just looks like an EKG machine.
Yeah.
It just looks like somebody's heartbeat is just going to town.
That's fine.
It's just
Going to town.
it's just going crazy. Look at that.
Yeah.
Anyways, what have you been playing? I know you've been streaming some shit.
I haven't streamed anything this week, actually. I fucked up. I know. I saw 4 movies this week in theaters, and then I saw a couple more at home.
Okay, what'd you watch?
Watching lots of movies.
All right.
You want to talk about movies?
Yeah.
Well, I've been playing Rain World. That's a
Hey,
good
how's
game.
that?
Game's hard.
I can tell.
It's
I know that's why Kane likes it so much.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that it's a little kitty.
I can't tell if this is like working at all. This is weird.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. What if we have somebody tell us like, hey, your shit
See?
your shit's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's still recording,
It's still
but
recording us. We just can't hear it.
yeah, I just lost. Oh, wait, you're telling us. Oh, there we go.
That works for me too. Cool.
You're telling me that we need to have like a better plug.
We need We need a couple different things. But
We'll
whatever.
take care of all that.
Yeah.
If somebody tells us that it's like, hey, your sound sounds like shit today. It's like, all right, cool.
I should check. I need to switch this so we can see if people are talking at us. Nope.
All right, cool. That's
And
fine.
it, but whatever.
Okay, so Rain World Kitty Cat with the slugs.
Slug Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That game is basically like, I think I saw a thing from the developers. It's just like if you were like a rat in a subway station, like you're just trying to survive and you don't get like the higher functions of like the actual place you're in. You're just kind of trying to exist and live. I was like, that's pretty apt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's
You
hard.
don't know what the world is about as far
Yeah.
as like you don't know why the world's
But,
all
like,
weird looking.
but it's like it's a platformer, but your character's not a platformer character. Your character's just like real-ish.
He crawls.
It's a slug cat, but it crawls and like you can make jumps and stuff. But it can also like you can break your legs, and you can like run out of air if you're like trying to go underwater and shit. And
Yikes.
yeah, you can drown for sure. And there's not really any. There's very small indications that tell you things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you come out of the water and you're the slug cat and you're swimming around or whatever and you come back up for air, like he doesn't have his air all the way back until his eyes are like round instead of like lines. Like he's like his eyes are like lines trying to like breathe in or something. It's interesting. It's fucking hard. I can't keep getting eaten by lizards and shit. There's a bunch of lizards. Different color ones have different abilities.
Yeah, like the Ghost and Pac-Man. Different.
Yeah, kind of. Not at all, actually.
Oh.
All those ghosts are the same. They're just different colors.
No, they do different things.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, some of them follow you, some of them don't. One of them, like...
Really? I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Whatever. Yeah, but green ones are like kind of the easiest ones. And like pink ones seem to be like they kind of go for you harder and like they can climb things, I feel like. And then there's like these white ones they're like white and pink, and they get close to you and they can like shoot out a tongue at you and like grab you, which is scary. Yeah, there's blue ones that can like crawl on like the background wall instead of using like the environment.
I think I saw that.
It's
I think I
fucked
saw.
up.
I think
Kane
Kane was
does it, yeah.
Kane was showing us something.
There's
Like
some that are like invisible and they'll just like pop up. There's other things too, like there's like these huge like worm fly things that'll fly around, and you can there's like smaller ones you can just grab and eat. But if you do that, I found out today you can do that, and then like the bigger one will like shoot at you, just like it's like, hey, you ate one of my fucking kids, and it's like and it killed me. I was like, what the fuck? It sucks. So I gotta kill that big one next time, maybe.
You just kill
I
them by
wanna
throwing
survive.
spears at it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, there's one. I finally killed one of the white ones with the tongue. I hit it with a spear, and like it tried to like play dead, and I kept like throwing rocks at it, and it like eventually tried to like run away, and I got my spear back, and I kept throwing it at him. Like, fucking die! I finally killed it. I was like, holy shit! I think I read somewhere you can like tame them too, and like ride on them and shit, which would be cool because like they can make jumps you can't and stuff.
Okay.
It'd be interesting, but I don't know. I haven't done that yet. There's also like little like. They're kind of like monkeys, except for they're smaller than lizards. So I don't know. They like walk on two legs, but they also can like do monkey like with their hands. And
How,
they have, like,
how does monkey do?
do monkey like? Yeah, and they have like tribal masks on, and they have spears sometimes, and sometimes they won't fuck you up, but then they will. Like if you like hit one or just like run into one, they'll be like, "Oh, everyone go attack this guy now." I'm like, "Fuck." It's not fun, but it is. It's great. The way the character moves is like super.
It feels like whenever I see him play, because I know that game came out a while ago.
A couple years ago.
Yeah, and like every time I see gameplay for it, it feels so he has weight to it, or it had like the slug cat thing had weight to it. Does it have a name?
It's just called Slug Cat. That's what the developers have called it. Slug
Oh, really?
Cat. Yeah. Yeah. There's like not really like the story is just like you get like random images when you hibernate in the game. That's a big part of it too. Is like. Like aside from the enemies and stuff, it's like you have to be able to eat enough to be able to hibernate, and hibernating it like will increase your karma or whatever, which will let you get to different areas. But there's also like it's very like imprecise the controls. Like there will be a jump. Sometimes you'll make the jump, and sometimes you won't. It just depends on how you've positioned yourself and like how hard you press the button or whatever, and like what angle you're going at. Like you have to be. It's very like complex how it works. And like if you're falling, you have to like press up to be able to like grab onto a ledge as you're falling, which is hard to remember to do always. It's nuts. So, and you have to use like your spear. You can like throw at a wall and create a new platform for yourself to get up.
But then you lose your spear.
Then you use your spear. Yeah, yeah. If it goes at like a 90-degree angle or whatever you're throwing it, and it's like suddenly sideways, you can't get it back. It sucks. But if you hit a fucking lizard with it, you can take it out of the lizard if it's like distracted or like it's like hurt real bad. You can take it out and use it again.
Huh.
That's what I did.
How long have you been playing it thus far?
Not very long yet. Just started like this week. It was on sale.
Okay.
I got it.
I thought you already had it on PS4.
Maybe. I can take it to work though, so
Okay.
I'm playing it at work because
You're like, I don't know.
a lot of time to go to work. I don't want to bring my PS4 to work. It's a fucking hassle.
No, that's fine. I got that.
Yeah. No, but it's good. But there's just so much to it. Like there's so many little things to it. Like I didn't know how to put my weapon down, so I was like, I need to put this spear down to get this fruit or whatever. And like I threw it, and then I stick it in the wall. I'm like, fuck, I can't get that spear back now. I figure you can hold down and press the item button to drop your shit. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So little things like that. You could you can get like rocks to throw, and I didn't know, but you can like hold the button. The button to like grab things is always the same thing, and like you also hold that button to eat if it's something you can eat. But you can also eat like rocks. So it's like 'cause you can hold two things at a time.
Yeah.
You can eat a rock, and then like you can like regurgitate it later. So if you need like an extra rock, you can have like a spear. Yeah,
What?
It's like that's a mechanic. It's like what the hell does that fucking work? So it's like I want to have a spear, and I want to have a rock for later, but I want to have a free hand to get like food. So you eat the rock, so you can have it for later. If you're in like a situation where you're like, oh fuck, I don't have anything, and I need to like distract this lizard or whatever.
How do you remember if you have a rock in your stomach?
You can hold the grabbing item button or the eating button, and he's like and like he'll spit it back up, like regurgitate it. He's like, there it is. It's the rock. It's like, fuck. The fuck is this? It's crazy.
Is there anything in the real life world that does anything close to that?
I'm probably. I mean, I don't know.
I can't think of anything. Okay.
There's a lot of animals, bro.
I mean, yeah. Well,
There's probably all sorts of shit.
Oh, let me see. Hey, okay. Well, okay. That's weird. Okay, I fine. I'll have to. I really want to try it because, like I said, I saw you guys playing it. It's like a survival game.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I've still been playing Resident Evil 2. So.
Yeah. I've heard that's good.
Yeah. You really should play it.
One day.
I just unlocked the Forced Survivor mode. And it's hard. It's hard. There's like, it's basically just a 10-minute, it's like a 10-minute long game mode.
Yeah.
You play as Hunk, who's one of the guys that kills the bad guy, I guess, basically. One of the soldiers from Umbrella. And you have to basically escape from the whole area. So you have to go through the entire map on one, obviously, with no pickups, no ammo pickups, and like 10 times as many zombies. And it's basically just run away from everything and like learn where all the enemies are and get out of there as quickly as possible.
So I don't.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know a ton about that series. Mr. X is a new thing, right?
No, Mr. X has been around since Resident Evil. Technically, okay, well, he's a Tyrant.
Okay.
Tyrant is he's the boss in Resident Evil 1. And then he's the perfect Tyrant, which is Mr. X in Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
In the first one, he's got like growths and he's all messed up looking.
Uh-huh.
In the second one, he looks more normal.
But does he behave the same way in 2 as he did in the first 2?
No.
Yeah.
It's a different kind of, like this one. Like I said, I think I said this last week. They have this one. It's more reminiscent of Resident Evil 7. It's like he's just a constant threat in this one. After you get,
I've heard people are saying like, well, a big thing I've heard about how he acts in this game is like if they remake Resident Evil 3, like how are they going to make Nemesis like different enough from him? Because it's like I guess he acts a lot the same way.
Yeah. So
because Nemesis is like a thing that just doesn't die and it keeps following you, right?
Well, Nemesis is kind of like a new version of the Tyrant,
right?
And he's like stronger and he can run,
right?
The Mr. X doesn't run.
Okay,
he just he walks towards you. Right. So this one they'll probably he uses weapons. Tyrant has like a rocket launcher, that sort of stuff.
Okay,
and then he also has like tentacles that he just like grabs the shit. He kills Brad, I think his name is, in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Yeah, in Resident Evil 3, I think he like grabs his head and just a tentacle comes out of his hand and just goes through his head.
Ugh.
And it's like that's how he kills him. So it's stuff like that. He's just a lot meaner, and he's specifically trying to kill STARS members. Did you ever watch the Resident Evil movies?
I've seen the one with they're in a school bus and it gets attacked by crows or something. It's like the third one, I think.
Jesus. Yeah. So the second one.
Yeah.
So Resident Evil 1, like it's guilty pleasure, like that first one.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 2 is basically just the same story as Resident Evil 3, except it's got the Mary Sue instead of like it's got Jill in it, who's like the character from Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 3. But they basically just put the main character and put her aside for Alice, who's like the shitty Mila Jovovich.
Right.
Mila Jovovich. Yeah. And I didn't realize the director is married to her.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess they're married, and that's why she's in everything basically.
Yeah.
That's why
surprising.
Which is why what are you doing?
It's not helping.
That's not helping at all.
No.
Okay.
Don't give a fuck.
But then I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
I mean, if you can hear it on yours, it would be good. But yeah, whatever.
That's fine. I can hear myself.
Fuck it. Yeah.
But and then so in this movie they have like that's why I'm not excited for Monster Hunter for that movie. Yeah. But in Resident Evil 2, I just want to. What was I saying? What the hell was I saying? The difference between the two of them. Oh, and in the second Resident Evil movie, in the second Resident Evil movie, they actually have the Nemesis. Okay. Like he's actually on there. The actual monster looks really, really good. They did a really good job with it, but it's just not worthwhile. And I don't know if I know they said that they already that they already in talks with having the Resident Evil 3 remake, which I think would work really well. But I don't know if they're gonna maintain like the same costume design as Resident Evil 3, I guess you could say.
I have no idea.
Have you never seen? You have any frame of reference for Resident Evil? Oh my god! So like the iconic Jill Valentine outfit is like the tube top and the mini skirt and the sweater and the boots. Okay. Like that's the iconic look. I don't know if they're gonna do that again for this one. Yeah, look it up. Jill Valentine. Just look up Jill Valentine Resident Evil 3.
I'll try to keep this on.
Yeah, but it's like that's what like I said. I don't think it's just gonna translate as well, because in Resident Evil 2, in the original one, the body armor that Leon has, he's got like big ass like shoulder pauldrons, and like it's not real body armor that he would be wearing. In this one, he's actually wearing a vest.
This?
Yeah.
Hang
that
on,
one.
let me pull it up I have this figured out. I think. I can do
Oh really? You're doing screen share?
I can do like this. Look, see, there's like a little thing for us.
Oh nice.
So we should have like a.
So the third one from on the top, that's
This one?
that's the movie. So that's what they did for the movie, and I'm like,
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna be able to translate that as well.
Looks like then.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a website you
3D
want to be going to.
venues. I'm not going there.
And that's the one from Resident Evil. So you see all those big shoulder pauldrons that she's got there?
Cosplay.
Yeah. It's the easiest cosplay. It's a
Yeah.
tube top and a skirt and boots and a gun and a white sweater for some reason. It gets
Okay.
cold, she doesn't wear it.
It gets cold.
So I don't know if they're gonna translate it, if it's gonna translate that well for that remake, because this is the iconic outfit for
Right.
Resident Evil 3. So I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I'm excited for it. I'm if it's anywhere near as good or as Resident Evil 2 was,
Right.
I'm perfectly okay with it.
That's not as seamless as I want it to be, but right now it's. It's
Not that one.
This one.
And then what's the other one?
This one.
Bam! Look at that.
Look at that.
The
So
magic of
that kinda
technology.
works, yeah. I'll figure it out.
But I'm trying to get through fucking the 4 Survivor mode where you play as Hunk,
Mhm.
and it's bullshit. But apparently, I can't. I must be just getting bad at shit because Junho already did it. Felix already did it. So I'm like, fuck.
Getting shown up.
Yeah, I'm getting shown up. I guess maybe I was just too used to playing like the regular mode, and I'm not. I killed everything, so maybe I just need to learn how to run away, like they did, because they're bad.
They're bad. That's true.
Yeah. What movies do you watch? I want to see, because I know you watch one of my favorite movies.
Oh, we can talk about. We can jump around. Zodiac. I watched last night. It's all right.
It's long.
Yeah, it's fucking really long.
Yeah. Did you like it though?
Yeah, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Poor Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's. I mean, I can't. Huh?
She got fucked up.
Did she? Who?
The head.
That's 7.
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of 7.
Yeah, I'm thinking of 7.
Yeah, that's a good movie too. But
Yeah.
I've seen that one. Same director too.
God, that's what I was thinking. I can always get those two movies.
Zodiac is Jake
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
trying to figure out Zodiac Killer, and it has Robert Downey Jr., who I can't unsee as Iron Man, so it just ruined it for me.
Yeah, it's like he had a career prior too. He was in like that.
I know.
He plays a dad in some movie where this kid plays a drug dealer. I forget what.
Sure. I mean, yeah, he was in Tropic Thunder as an Australian guy with blackface too. Like that was can't make that movie anymore.
No.
Which is surprising. Second movie came out like 10 years ago.
And people still quote it.
But then it's been 10 years of him being Tony Stark, so now it's just
Tony
what he
Stark built this in a cave.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And fucking the Hulk's in it also. Mark Ruffalo. He's like one of the cops.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Mark Ruffalo's also in Collateral. He's got
I don't
fucking. He's got dreads, or he's got cornrows. It looks so dumb.
That's fine.
Yeah. What else do you watch?
Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up.
All right.
I keep track.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do. My film diary.
God damn it. Well, okay. What's my film diary?
That's on Letterboxd. That's what I use for that. So they put a movie up.
When you have a real diary. Huh?
I was so disappointed. It's just so bad. So there's this movie on Netflix
Mm-hmm.
called Velvet Buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
And it's the writer-director from
Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. It sucks.
Really?
It's like super. I'm like, how do you have the same formula, like the same
sucks.
dream team, and they have Toni Collette, the chick from Hereditary, who's awesome. I fucking love, and
I still need to see.
a couple other people that are good. They, like what's his name? John Malkovich is in it, who's great. But like they just waste him, and they waste Toni Collette,
He was also in
and
Bird
it's
Box.
like, it's just
He was also in Bird Box.
whatever. But it's just like they have like this good cast, and they do nothing with it, and it's like.
Does
just
Jake
sucks.
Gyllenhaal do a bad job in it?
No,
or is the
he's
movie
the
just bad?
only good part. But it's
Okay.
like, yeah, the movie just sucks. It's basically like, if I were to describe it positively-ish, it's like...
If I had to be positive about this.
It's like this. It's a movie where Jake Gyllenhaal is like...
Plays.
He's like an art critic or whatever, and then like 2/3 of the way through the movie, he realizes he's in a horror movie, and it's like too late. So, yeah, it's weird because it's like the premise of the movie is like the some like art director like assistant chick, some old guy dies in her apartment building, and
he's an artist or something.
he has like a shit ton of art, and like she shows it to Jake Gyllenhaal's character, who loves it and thinks it's like majestic and all this shit. So like they make
Bohemian.
basically what it is like the guy was like trying to throw it out when he died, and like you eventually like they make like a whole thing out of it, and like everyone's profiting off of it or whatever, and it's just like, oh, everyone that profits off of it dies. There's various different like horrible things all related to art. Some guy gets like pulled into a painting by monkeys. Some girl gets like sucked into art. It's really bad. Don't watch it.
So it's like an evil Princess Peach's castle from Mario 64.
Sort of. Yeah. There's one where like this girl's like out in like an alley almost, and then like all of a sudden an art museum just like shows up in the middle of the alley, and she walks into it, and then like she's like on the phone, and like the paintings behind her, like the paint like melts off and like goes up her leg and like just consumes her. It's really awkward. There's a chick. I'm just gonna ruin the whole movie. Don't watch it. There's a chick. Well, so the main like art lady or whatever. I don't know how words work.
Okay.
She's like the art director or curator of like the museum or whatever. She's like the one that sets up the whole gallery for various artists or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, I guess was part of a punk band called Velvet Buzzsaw. So it's like it's weird like how the movie's even named after her. Like maybe I just didn't get it. I don't know. It was bad though. And she has a tattoo of a buzzsaw on the back of her neck. And like she like eventually like everyone's dying because of art or whatever, and she figures it out, and she gets like all the art removed from her house, and she's like sitting there at the end, and then the buzzsaw like activates on her neck and kills her. It's like, what the fuck is this?
What?
It's like it goes like real serious sometimes, and then like real like cheese ball sometimes, and it doesn't go like far enough in either direction. Like it could be like a little bit worse and be like something that's so bad it's
like
good.
campy. Like
yeah, or it could be like there are times where it could be really good too, and it doesn't ever like stick to either of those. So it's just like this weird mediocre mess of thing. And
that's a bummer.
Like Jake Gyllenhaal's good because he's Jake Gyllenhaal, and like they focus on him a lot. But like Tony Collette gets robbed of anything meaningful, and like fucking John Malkovich's character is like just there.
Just to have him.
I get. Well, it almost feels like his character, which this is my film analysis 101 bullshit, but like his character almost feels like the director. Because it's like his character is like he was this good artist, and everyone expects this thing from him, and now all he can put out is like trash, and like, now it's like that's what this movie is. I'm just like, it's a metaphor.
Wow, so deep.
I guess like I don't. It's just bad.
That sucks.
And like the whole movie is like how art becomes like trash because we critique it so much or whatever, and it's just like you're doing that with this piece of art that's also trash. Like I don't. It's weird. What else did I see?
The subtleties are lost.
I saw Glass again.
I watched that.
My mom. It was good.
It was really good.
Did you see the other two?
Yeah. No, I've seen the other two before, but then I rewatched Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good, right?
I really liked it. It was really, really good. I was really impressed by it.
I like him and his relationship with him.
We almost got you, bro.
Bruce Willis's character, him and his kid are good in that movie.
It's the same kid.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't realize. I was like,
that kid's creepy looking though. I don't like him.
He
He looks like supernatural possessed, like in that show. His eyes are like really dark for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But the fucking most bonkers shit in that movie is M. Night Shyamalan's like cameo. He's like, I remember you from 15 years ago.
It's like, no, you don't.
It's like, what? How? Like, what?
It's like, yeah, I used to hang out with some bad people. I'm like, come on.
Come on, yeah. And
Turn my life around.
His character is supposed to be the same one that's in Split also. So it's like he turned his life around and became like a therapist or something, I guess. Like,
well,
or like therapist, or like he worked in a zoo also. I don't know. It was weird.
He worked. No, he didn't work at the zoo.
They just lived above it or whatever.
Yeah, he was just hanging out at the zoo, and then I guess now he's like a security guy.
Yeah.
And he installs cameras, and that was that was a really weird interaction where he's like,
let your dad go for a walk.
I'm like, why?
Jesus.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, like fuck up.
You don't know what my dad had.
So
he's got 2 broken legs. He's not allowed to go on walks.
Yeah. It's a good movie though.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I loved what's his name, the Split guy. I keep forgetting.
Oh, James McAvoy.
Yeah, but what's his real name? The guy that keeps
Kevin Wendell Crumb.
Yeah, Kevin Wendell Crumb. I liked him.
Kevin Wendell. Yeah.
I didn't care much for the girl, but I liked him.
Which girl? Patricia? The one he plays, or the
no the
the Spanish lady he plays for like 5 seconds.
No, the little, not the little girl. She was the high school girl.
My name is Jeff, and I'm Team Horde all the way. He does so good.
You like Jeff in there?
The thing they do where they can like flash a light and like bring out his person, it worked well for him being able to do more like little short things like that. Be like, I dropped my diabetes pen over there. Can you go? Yeah, it's good. I like Dennis too, even though he doesn't come out very much. That person, the one that doesn't like dirty clothes.
Oh, he's like, I never signed up for this.
Yeah,
or something like
basically,
that.
yeah. I didn't
It was good.
want to die. Yeah. I like the voice he does when he's the Beast too.
Yeah.
You have you are the broken.
He's a good actor.
He's
he
fucking
can switch
awesome.
off
Yeah.
between those two, and
so
it's sometimes it's not even there's not even a cut. It's just he just switches off.
But like
between
the way he like moves his face around, you can like tell
that he has.
So,
it's like a different person.
Yeah, it's just like you can like see that he's changing.
When he plays that little, I love that little kid.
Hedwig?
Too. Yeah, Hedwig. Yeah, I love.
He's
I love
9
it.
forever.
He's like, he did such a good job. I'm really happy with him.
Drake's my main man now. Or whatever.
He's like, I don't like that. Drake's my man. He's like all dancing. I'm not supposed to talk to you guys.
Him and Nikki were together for a while, but they broke up, and you can't like both. Something like that. Fuck. Yeah, that movie's awesome.
Yeah, you're not allowed to like both.
Speaking of awesome movies,
Yeah, what else you watch?
I went to theaters and saw Dirty Dancing. I've never seen that movie before, and they had it in theaters for
With
like
Kevin Bacon?
classic
Like-
night. No, with Patrick Swayze.
Wait. I keep. What's the one? Dirty Dancing. That's not the one where they the town, right? The town doesn't like dancing. What movie?
Nah, this is like
Footloose. I'm thinking of. That's Kevin Bacon.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, Dirty Dancing is like they're like at like some country club or something in the '60s, and there's like
Yikes.
there's like a dance crew that like has to dance with people, like they give dancing lessons or whatever. But then there's like they all like go home for the night or whatever, and they have like their secret dance shack, and they do like whatever dancing they want. Dirty Dancing. They never say it by name though, because it's a good movie. They don't say the name of the fucking movie in the movie.
This is just dancing.
They just dance. So it's awesome though.
This is non-clean.
I
Dancing.
love that movie. It's so good. It's so like hopeful.
Why'd you watch it in theaters?
Because I've never seen it before. That's a good way to see a movie. It's $5.
Oh, that's true. Wait, what theater was it?
Harkins.
Oh,
They do Tuesday night classics. Every Tuesday is a classic movie in theaters.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, Ghost is next week.
Ghost?
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
It's a good movie.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, cause the cool thing too is like they show these older movies in the theater, and it's like you wait for it, and then like it's about to start, and like they do a trailer, and they do a trailer for the next week's movie. So it's still like you're getting a trailer for like something that's like an older thing. It's not like contemporary or whatever, but it's like.
Huh.
Yeah.
How long? Wait, what other movies have you seen for them doing that? I've never heard of this.
Well, that's how I saw Blade Runner for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, that was awesome. I saw what's it called?
So good.
Yeah, it is good. It's a Wonderful Life. I saw that like on Christmas Eve even. It was fun. So when that movie takes place. Yeah, I've seen a couple other ones like that. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I want to see what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'll have to double check.
I forget next week is Ghost. And for Valentine's Day they're doing The Notebook. I guess that's a classic already.
Really?
Yeah. But on the 26th, they're doing Indiana Jones 2, Temple of Doom.
That's not my favorite.
I've heard that, but I haven't seen it, so I might go see it.
It's okay, but that's
Yeah.
the one where they cut into the snake, and I don't like that.
I don't know
It's
about
gross.
that, but any movie where they add a child suddenly is probably bad. So
No, it's good. But it's just I don't personally I don't like it.
yeah.
What else?
Whatever. Oh yeah, what else? Dirty Dancing is good though.
Mm-hmm.
It made me happy. I saw They Shall Not Grow Old, the World War I documentary.
I fucking loved it. What do you think? Did you watch it in just regular, or did you watch it in 3D? 'Cause I watched it in IMAX.
You saw it in 3D?
Yeah,
That'd be weird. What the
It was
fuck?
fucking great.
How is that? That seems weird. It's not made for 3D.
It was.
What?
Yeah.
It was made 100 years ago or whatever.
No, well, he did it. I don't know. It's fucking. It's
I don't know
it's
about
Guillermo.
that.
Not Guillermo. What's his name?
Peter
Peter Jackson.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just did it. It looked great. Anyway, so what'd you think?
I mean, I'm not super into World War One.
Well, I don't know if anybody was.
Yeah.
But
So it's like, it did a good job of like making me interested in a thing that I didn't really care about at all.
Mhm.
But like I mean, I'm not like super into movies, but I can appreciate it. And like all the my favorite part of it was just seeing what they did with it, and then like kind of because there's like a half hour after where he tells
yeah,
you
he
how,
just talks about it.
yeah. So it's like they had this footage from 100 years ago, and
It was all
they
different
like, zoomed
speeds.
it in, and there are different aspect ratios, different. Well, it was in whatever aspect ratio, but like it was different frames per second. Some were 16, some were 13,
because
17,
the dude's
whatever.
just fucking recording it with the
So
crank.
they do like guesswork until it looked right or whatever. And they colorized it, which is great. They like pitched it up or down because some of it's fucking like pitch black and it's like shrunk and shit. And so I thought like that kind of stuff is just fascinating to me. And like the way it's set up where it's like not just like, oh, I'm a historian, I'm gonna tell you about it. It's just like they just focus on just the British guys, and there's like here's like a day in the life in the trenches. Like it wasn't always like it's not 24/7 battles. Like there's other shit. I mean, there's other shit that goes wrong too, like gangrene and like the rats and shit or whatever. But it's also like here's how we had fun and shit too. Like
there's a couple quotes in there. There's a couple quotes in there where one of the soldiers is like, I was having a good time, and I was hanging out with my friends, and then every once in a while we would get into a fight, but then after it was just like, okay, here we are again.
My favorite thing that was pretty humorous to me was like they all had to sit on like a plank or whatever to shit.
Yeah.
And like it broke at one point. They'd be like, oh yeah, sometimes it would break. So it'd be like 5 of us on it. And we'd all just fall in the shit. It's like, damn, that sucks. That's funny though. Yeah.
Because I loved it because it goes through the entire process basically. It's like oh, kids that were 16, 17 years old weren't
lying
allowed.
about their age
Yeah,
or whatever. Or they'd be like how old are you, son? And be like, oh, 17. Oh, you said 19, right?
Yeah. They're like, go outside and then come back and tell me how old you are.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, I'm 18. It's like, oh, look at that.
Yeah. Well, and that kind of resonated with me too, because it's like
I was a shithead at 17.
Well, not just that, but just like it was like people that would join up just be like I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I was just like, I'll just go do it. And like the way they approached it was just being like, it wasn't like revenge or like even like pride in your country. It was just like there was a job to do and I did it. This kind of thing is like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's like everybody else was doing it, so I went ahead and did it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I saw how all the girls were looking at the guys with in their outfits, and I thought I could do that too.
Yeah.
Now we got Tinder. Yeah. No, I liked how he mentioned like at the end when he's kind of closing it off. He says like, look around your history, see if there's anybody in your family that, because it was a World War thing, worldwide event.
Yeah, so generations not gonna be around much longer. That knew somebody that either was in it or knew somebody that was.
Yeah, so, somebody either worked in a factory or they made.
The saddest thing though, and like I totally can expect this sort of thing or whatever, but people that came back. Yeah. Like when he was just like, he said one guy came back and went to his job and he was just like, oh, like where you been, like or whatever, just like thinking he was on like a night shift or something. That is some guy he worked with that just like didn't go and then came back and was like he went through like hell and came back and was just like, huh, that sucks.
There's like a couple
people like don't want to talk about it and like they had hard time finding jobs. Like that just sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the terrible realities of it all. And I like the part where they had like when they would take hostages or not hostages. They were hostages. Like prisoners.
Or they would also just like treat the guys too, like the German guys or whatever. Like they'd swap hats.
Yeah,
shit,
that was always the thing. Like there was a guy with the giant German style helm, or like it's like it's like we had some German medics helping our guys, and we had their German wounded. We helped them out. It's like we always expected them to look different, but they look just like us. It's like, well, yeah. It was. I loved it. I loved every bit of that.
It's pretty cool. Definitely, what got me more is more the filmmaking stuff, though. How like it was silent film, and like they would have like
the lip
readers, and then like find guys that like be like, okay, this guy was probably from this area, so we're gonna get somebody that has that same like British accent because there's different like regions of
they were looking at the symbols on the and
where the one where there's like the guy like is like some like higher up guy like reading off a thing. Found what that guy was reading and then like reenacted it or whatever. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, because there was no record of that thing being written, but then they had to go and find.
And the way they do the battles too, where it's like that magazine or whatever that they have
images,
and he just like happened to have all of it, or like the way they colorized it, where they had like real World War I like clothing, and they'd be like, okay, this is what that looks like. You have to kind of make it look, or they had like actual like artillery to like move it around and be like, here's what this sounds like, or like they had the mud pit where they try to. Yeah, that's fucking super cool filmmaking stuff for sure.
He actually went to like those different fields. And he actually made sure that it.
That's awesome.
He spent this felt more like a labor of love for him, because it's like I said, it was his grandpa, and he showed a picture of his grandpa.
He had like uncles in it too.
Yeah. I think it was his uncle or his grandpa, but he's like, but he like freezes, and then it's like that's his grandpa. It's like ding.
Yeah.
Like that's. So I can imagine having somebody in your family going through that, and you'd be like, I'm gonna do this for them, or not necessarily for them, but for everybody. But this is.
Well, he says it's like from a non-historian to non-historians, basically. Yeah. So it's just.
I loved it. I'm gonna buy that documentary because and I like also like you said, it's not a historian. It's just like they just had the recordings of the people from the '60s.
People that were there too. Yeah.
They were just talking about it.
The thing about the end credits song, they're just like, yeah, we just got guys from like the British.
Yeah.
What was it called? What's it called?
It's like the choir or something, or like one of the.
No. It was like they had the British Embassy in New Zealand. They just got guys and they're just like, hey, can you sing? Good enough. We'll just get you guys to sing some song or whatever at the end. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I like it. Yeah, Peter Jackson's a good director for sure.
What else you watch?
I saw Lego Movie 2.
How was that?
It's good.
Yeah,
it's a good. I mean, like that movie is predictable, but it's a kids movie.
It's Lego,
sure. But it's like I got the message of like, just basically don't be a dick. But I got the real message too of being like, which one of these things are on sale now? which Lego things can I go buy after this movie? So it totally got me on 2 levels because it's basically like a fucking 90-minute Lego ad.
It's a toy movie.
Yeah.
It's a Mattel movie.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because it's like the movie takes place 5 years after the last one. Where it's like, because have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
The first one? Yeah. Where it's like he's playing with his dad or whatever, and it's like, oh, you see everything's
just making
good.
random shit.
Yeah. So it's like the second movie starts off where the first one ends, and it's just like, oh, and now I'm letting you play down here with your Legos. Guess who else gets to come down here? Your sister. And it's just like, the sister like keeps fucking things up. She brings in like Lego Duplo and like fucking messes everything up. So it's like 5 years later, and like he builds like a wasteland, like it's post-apocalyptic because the sister gets to play now. So he's like taking it all seriously.
Well, I saw it in the trailer. It's like, I am queen, whatever I want to be.
Oh, whatever a wannabe.
Oh yeah, whatever I want to be. I was like,
yeah, which is awesome. And they have a set for her like $40, and it's like just like a shit ton of pieces. You can just make whatever.
Wow,
it's fun. It's a good
Craggle.
The
crazy.
But there's actually they did a Hot Ones episode with that character. It's bizarre.
What?
Yeah.
With the fucking Chris Pratt's character?
No, the Queen character. Hang on.
What?
Let me pull it up. Let's do Lego.
Huh.
Hang on.
Lego Sean Evans interviews Queen's whatever I wanna be.
Whatever I wanna be. Let me pull it up. I think this audio will come through. It won't come through on the podcast, but it'll if you're listening.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot One.
Yeah.
Now it's time to see if this rambunctious royal is built to withstand the heat of these blistering wings.
It's only like 2 minutes long.
You talk way too fast, Sean. Did anybody ever tell you that?
Anyways, you ready to get sauce? Devil's blood.
Woo!
Look, she just shapes like every fucking 10 seconds.
You know you can tap out if you want, right?
That's cute. I like the video stuff like
little
this.
ad thing or whatever. They're moving up Hot Ones. They're doing good shit. So
First we feast.
We'll get that in a second. Go back.
That's a good one. I want to talk about that.
For sure. We'll get there in a second. Oops. That one. Hi.
Neat.
But yeah, I keep fucking forgetting which one goes where.
Twitch.
This one.
There it is.
There we are.
Movies.
Yeah, that movie's good.
I hear everybody says like it's not doing so well.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
It just came out this weekend.
Yeah, they're saying that the weekend wasn't as, or like the first couple.
I don't know what would have done better. Glass again? Like there's nothing really out.
It's just weird. I'm like, it's a kids movie. I don't know what you're expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Have more kids, and then it'll do better.
Yeah, sure, whatever. It's funny though, because it's like set in a whole post-apocalyptic world in that, but like the main character's still like happy and sunshine and shit, and like he makes like his dream house with him for him and the girl or whatever. And then like they all get kidnapped, so he turns his house into like a rocket ship, and you can get that. You can buy that. That exists. So you can get like a house, and you can like change it up, like add rocket jets. And be like, I'm gonna buy it.
Why?
Because I like ships. They're fun. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
Is that all you watched?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I played anything. Not really. I need to finish Gunslinger. I need to.
I need to actually continue your streams.
I haven't streamed anything this week, so I fucking went to movies instead.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'll just do every other day or whatever. And I was like, I went to movies. It was just like spur of the moment. I was like, that sounds fun.
It's a nice change.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for it.
But yeah.
Anyways, what do we got? News?
News.
Let's go over these news.
Let's see. These news. All my news is from IGN today because that's what I did.
That's called having consistent sourcing.
I guess we could do better, but whatever. Hold up. See, look, that's the thing right there,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll be us. And I can pull up. This.
Nice. I like that.
Okay. Why Last Man is getting a TV series on FX.
I read because you had the trade for this one.
Yeah. Well,
I
yeah.
Wait,
I have
no,
a couple of them. Yeah.
You had all of them?
Oh, not all of them, but I have like hardcovers, which is like there's 10 of them, so you've read like part of it.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I
Why
really
Last Man's about. See if it says over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the image for it.
He's actually all dressed up like what's it called?
Nope.
What's the monkey's name?
Ampersand.
Ampersand.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks good. All the men in the world die. Or all the males of any creature die except for this guy and his monkey. So his name is what's his name? Something with a Y. I can't think of it. That's Yorick.
Yorick.
Yeah.
That's a weird name.
It's a weird name. I can't remember it at first. Yeah, that should be good. I don't know. They have a pilot episode ordered, so we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool, but they could also mess it up really bad. So I don't.
It could also mess up. I mean, it's FX. Yeah.
I don't know. They do some good things. Okay.
FX. What else?
I mean, FX has Archer, and they did Legion and the Fargo TV series, but 2 of those are like made by
What's
the same
Breaking
guy.
Bad?
That's AMC.
Okay.
They did Walking Dead also.
1 out of 2.
I think FX did that show The Americans, which I heard was all right. But I mean, it's just whatever company is paying them money to let them make a TV show. It's not like they have anything to do with what's creative about it or not.
This looks like it'd be really fun.
Shows fail all the time. Yeah, sure. Let's see what else. Oh, right.
This I don't know. I don't know what exactly.
Sorry.
They're trying to say with this.
So, Xbox Live is coming to Nintendo Switch and Android and iOS. It seems like they're just going to be like, it kind of like lays like the base work of Xbox Live, so you can have like if developers want, they can have like if a game comes to
Xbox Live.
well, it's like what's coming up. Like you can get like Mortal Kombat's coming to Switch, and they can make it so like if you play Mortal Kombat on Switch, you can still be signed into your Xbox account and still get achievements.
Oh,
so it still connects to
okay.
Like, your
So
account.
it's not necessarily something like because people. What I keep hearing from people is that they're saying like, "Oh, we're gonna have some Xbox games coming to this." I'm like, I don't know if that's exactly what this means. It's not the same.
Well,
basic
I mean,
premise.
they're definitely opening it up more so like you can have more features for things. Like a cool thing that's more feasible than that is like
Give me Zelda achievements.
I mean, that's up to the developers. That's
Yeah.
up to Nintendo if they want to put it on Xbox. I mean, if they're not going to do it, they might as well.
Yeah.
So whatever, or let somebody else make achievements for them or something. Who knows? But a big part of it is like I turn on my Switch and then I join an Xbox party. That'd be dope.
That is cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something more feasible than getting like Halo on a Switch or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I said. I don't-
Some people like had it backwards and like, oh, we're gonna get Mario on an Xbox. It's like that's not
No.
happening. No, they'll kill Mario completely before that happens. So yeah,
Players can sign into their Xbox Live accounts on Nintendo Switch
for like
certain
Minecraft
games.
and shit. Yeah, so
Very cool.
that's how they do crossplay with you sign into like if you have like Rocket League, I think you sign into your Xbox account and that's how you play
Oh.
crossplay with if you're on Switch. Same thing with Minecraft, you sign into.
So they're just bringing the whole infrastructure over.
They're making it like easier to do that.
Very
sort of
cool.
thing. And it's good for Xbox too because right now they reach 400 million users, and
Yeah.
putting it on Nintendo and also iOS and Android and stuff makes it like 2 billion. So yeah, getting out there for sure. Should
Very
be good. Yeah. Let's see.
Minecraft crossplay trailer. Yeah,
That's just
I mean, Sony's gonna get on that.
Hopefully, I don't know. But
don't
I mean,
know.
we're getting stuff like this in the year where Sony's not doing E3 and we're having a Microsoft and Nintendo like love fest right now where it's like
If they're doing this sort of stuff right now, I wonder what they're gonna be doing for E3.
who knows. Well, it's also like
Because this is
Microsoft seems like less and less into like the idea of like their own
console.
because
Yeah.
like they have Windows Store and stuff like that too, and it's just like maybe they will just put their games on like Switch and like and PC and whatever, and they're talking about the xCloud thing, put it on tablets and stuff too. It's like, oh hey, like here's the new Halo, it's coming to iPad and Switch, and fuck it, like we don't care, it's still our thing, and you're still buying it. Like you'd probably have to buy it through like Windows Store like on it or something. I don't know how they'd make it work, but they're all about just getting games out to people instead of being like you have to play on our shit.
I wouldn't be too upset about them making like about them not making another Xbox if I'm able to play their games on anything
Sure,
else.
yeah.
Because like you said, yeah, they're able to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're spreading everywhere.
That kind of hit me for a second. 'Cause I was reading something about this today, and it was just like, oh yeah, like future crossplay or future cross-platform games are coming to whatever, and it said, like, I just didn't know that Mortal Kombat 11 was coming to Switch. I was like, fucking really? Like, that's so bizarre to me, just thinking about Nintendo like last generation, and then now it's crazy.
I mean, they got Doom, they got Wolfenstein, they got everything on there.
Make sure this is streaming right. Oh, that's not what I want. Spoilers. It's on my fucking Discord. That's not what I want either. Ah! There's too many options here. I need to fucking kill that. Hang on. I'm killing things. Don't look at my shit. Not Discord. I guess I'll kill Discord too. Fuck you. Yeah, no, whatever. Seeing bad things. Okay, fucking die. I don't care. God. Why is Twitch on here? Fucking go away.
I think it's in your Opera browser. Wait, what are you killing?
Okay, I don't care. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's in Opera over here.
Yeah, you can click on the other thing.
There it is. We fucked it up. And now we're pulling this up. Great. Yeah, anyway. That'll be fun. Hopefully that turns out to be really cool. They like teased it for GDC 2019, but that's not till mid-March, and they like took it down. So we'll see. We'll get more details on that in March, but we'll see. Oh yeah. So Legion TV show is really good. It's about Professor X's kid, basically. Legion. He's like the most powerful mutant. It's a really good show, and they cast Harry Lloyd as Professor X. Harry Lloyd is Viserys from Game of Thrones. That fucking guy. Yeah. I think he'd be good, especially because Professor X is supposed to be kind of a dick in this show. So
What?
Yeah. You remember.
Yeah.
Viserys.
The Golden Crown. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. This fucking kid.
Really?
Let me try to get a better image of that.
I don't know what else he's been in.
It's mostly just this.
Really? He was just in like the first season of Game of Thrones, and then he's like, okay.
I mean, we can look out here. Let's go back to what's his fucking name.
Harry
Lloyd. Search. Where's his IMDb?
Oh, he looks normal.
I guess.
He was in Jane
Make him
Eyre.
fucking bald.
Anthropoid.
I don't know what any of this is.
Anthropoid is like the Iron Lady. Oh, well, he couldn't have been.
Hang-ups. The wife. The show. Enhance. Oh fuck.
Philophobia. This looks.
The wife. The show. Marcella.
Batman, the movie, The Horse.
This looks bad. The Theory of Everything. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. So he hasn't been like particularly large.
Yeah. He was in like 7
2011.
Yeah, that's how long ago that
Oh
was.
my god. Way to go, Harry Lloyd.
He wasn't even in like
the whole season. Yeah, he was only like.
Well, not just that, but he hasn't been. I mean, they don't really do flashbacks either, so it's like.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah.
Like
they have since then, but yeah.
The Devil's Whore. All right.
Prince Rupert in The Devil's Whore. Heroes and Villains.
That was 11 years ago.
Robin Hood. Great.
I have no idea. Oh, gross. Doctor Who.
Oh yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, I know you know more about Doctor Who than I do because I don't care to.
Yeah, he's such a creep. I remember. Oh man, yeah, that's a really scary episode of Doctor Who actually for the kids. Yeah, he ends up getting trapped in a mirror. It's amazing. The doctor's a dick.
Yikes.
Yeah, he traps in a mirror forever because he's a dick. It's great. 10 out of 10. All right, moving on.
Doctor Who's so bad.
That's great. All right, let's move on. Oh, okay, so we have Apex Legends.
Okay, Apex Legends.
Yeah, that blew up.
Have you played it?
No,
I haven't played it.
I
don't care about PUBG or about like big
battle royals,
battle royale games anymore. But everybody says it's fucking great.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's like apparently
it's EA,
there's no wall running.
I'm not gonna play it.
I'm not gonna play it either.
But yeah, it's Titanfall, but battle royale. But there's no wall running and there's no Titans, so it's Blackout. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's the most boring part of it.
It's a better Call of Duty because it's respawn.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But it's
it's
free
guy
to
from
play.
Infinity Ward. Yeah. What?
It's free to play though.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why it's doing. Like, let me pull up here. Let me see.
You probably, I don't know. Can you dance in it? Maybe that's what the secret is.
Yeah, let's see. Hang on. 10 million players in 3 days.
Good God.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
It is a lot.
Update. February 7th, 7/10. Respawn. That's another major milestone.
Yep.
10 million,
10 million
players in
2.5 million in the first day, meaning an additional 7.5 jumped in the subsequent 2 days.
Wow, that's
Apex Legends also hit 1 million peak concurrent players in those 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, they just want something that's similar to Fortnite but different, I guess. They just want to break from it, but not a break from that genre, just from Fortnite.
Okay, yeah.
I guess.
I mean, that's fine. I'm
A
all
lot
for
of
having
people.
more stuff. I mean, having
It's
more
crazy.
choices is good.
Yeah.
That's a lot of players, man. Like, I'm not too sure how many people are playing. How
It
many
takes
people?
place 30 years after Titanfall 2 like that. Respawn is not considering it a sequel.
Okay.
Supported by loot boxes, of course, and a battle pass.
That's
right?
fine.
Whatever.
You can choose to buy it.
Yeah,
Don't buy it.
Sure,
Just-
whatever. That's fine.
What is this?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Oh, did you want to know
It
more?
looks a little weird.
Do you want to know some more important information?
Sure.
Respawn revealed the LGBTQ origins for two of the characters are gay or something, and that's important because that's what I think of when I'm playing. I'm like, what's
Okay.
this character's life like? No.
I don't care.
I mean,
Great,
so
good for them.
It's like hero based, I guess. Like you choose a certain character, like it's
okay.
like a Overwatch type thing. Like
Okay.
you pick a character that has abilities.
Okay, well, okay. So, I personally, I don't give a shit. That's awesome, good for
No,
them.
yeah,
But
whatever.
I also don't care that much about the characters, unless are their abilities different or
Yeah.
something like that.
I think so.
Okay, maybe that's
Not
why.
because they're gay though.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I don't think
they
so.
have different resistances. So, Meet the Legends page. Shielded Fortress McCoy Gibraltar has confirmed to have dedicated his life to helping others after his parents rescued he and his boyfriend from a mudslide. What? Okay, cool.
It's some fucking. It doesn't matter. It's just a story in a Titanfall game.
Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Great.
But yeah, people are like, oh, this game launched with more black characters than Overwatch still has, or more black women or something. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, all right. What about the part where you just shoot things?
Yeah.
Like, why don't you just enjoy the game? I don't know.
Whatever.
People have to get into stuff like that though. So whatever, that's
I don't
fine.
know. Self-identity.
If that's your thing, then that's cool.
Yeah, self-identity is not my thing. Whatever. Do your thing. Congratulations on
Sure.
on somebody doing something
No,
that
it's cool
appeals
though.
to you.
I mean, yeah, if people are happy about it, then let them be happy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. Oh, but this thing, they're also considering crossplay. Everyone's favorite.
That was quick.
So-
This has been out for 4 days.
I know.
No, it's been out for a week.
Yeah.
I think it's been a week.
Yep.
1 million, more than 1 million players in
neat.
less than 8 hours.
Crossplay's cool.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad that they're doing this because I mean, it's
Sure.
EA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, but like you said, it's also Respawn,
Mm-hmm.
and I like Respawn.
Respawn's good.
Respawn does good stuff. I mean, it's free. I'll give it a shot. I'm not buying any loot boxes. I'll probably play that tonight, see how it is. Because like I said, I tried the demo for Anthem and it was boring.
Yeah.
So maybe this is their fun game.
Yeah.
You know what they should do? Is this another Dead Space? I'm just saying.
It's not
Why
happening.
are you doing
No,
this?
it's not happening.
I know it's not happening.
Yeah.
Go
And I'm not
fuck
gonna play
my-
this
go fuck
game.
myself.
Mostly because it's EA, but especially because it's EA. And let me tell you why.
Hmm.
'Cause if I play this game, it's gonna be on PC, which means I have to get Origin again. I'm not getting Origin again. In conclusion,
Oh, that's what you were telling Nick. You're like, he's like, you should play
Origin.
it.
I'm not doing it.
You were telling
Because last time I had Origin on a PC was
Uh-huh.
for Titanfall 1. And that was when my internet was bad, and it took 12 hours to download, and then I couldn't find a game. I was like, great. So Titanfall's a good franchise for sure. Like it's a good.
I don't want it
Good
to go in
series.
this way though. I like Titanfall.
Well, they're saying they're still talking about Titanfall 3,
Okay.
and they're saying that like it's gonna go in a weird new direction, or like it's gonna be. I don't think it means this. I think
No
it's
more
just-
robots.
That would suck, but hopefully not.
No more Titans.
No more Titans. That would suck.
Titanfall was so good.
Yeah, wall running's fun too.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm
So-
surprised it's not in here. I
No.
think that would.
I think well, because some people are like, oh, they're gonna add a new character, and that one will have wall running. It's like, okay, one character that has wall running would be OP as fuck.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah,
You want everyone to have it, or you want no one to have it.
Because you can
don't
wall
want
run for a long time.
for sure. I mean, even if they had it timed, it would still be fucking broken in a
Mm-hmm.
game. Like, nah, you don't want that.
That wall running was so much fun.
No, unless it's like
Oh.
Lucio wall running where it lasts for like 5 seconds. Then
What is
even
it?
then, like whatever. Anyway, moving on. What's this? Oh,
Oh.
right, Game Pass games. I wanted to bring this up. So Game Pass, if you have Game Pass, you get Shadow of the Tomb Raider,
Cool.
Walking Dead first season, I guess.
If I hadn't beaten it already.
Whatever. Pumped BMX Pro, don't know. D Blob, great. Crackdown 3, it's coming out, and you just get that day and date. Which is
Awesome. That's soon.
Cool. And Batman Return to Arkham.
Day watch.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play Shadow of the Tomb Raider because I have Game Pass. Game Pass, I think, is a good investment.
Yeah,
It's
for
$10
sure.
a month, and I
Crackdown 3 is
forget
fun.
about it. Yeah, Crackdown 3 is
I'll play that for free or whatever for $10 a month. Yeah, fuck it.
And Batman Return to Arkham. That's Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah,
Well, I think that was something else. Oh yeah.
yeah. It's Arkham City and Arkham Asylum.
Return.
Yeah, it's like
I remember that.
double HD. HDX.
Okay. Anyway, what's up? Oh yeah, my girl.
That
is my
character
confirmed-
sucks.
She's
dude.
so good.
Why? Because the stupid ass bug lady.
She's cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
She has like Invader Zim legs that come out and fuck you up. It's so fun. She's
Cabal was
she's
confirmed for
gross.
more. Wait, what?
Cabal sucks.
Let me see. Wait, click on that one. I want to see what Cabal looks like.
Cabal.
I like Cabal.
Cabal sucks.
What are you talking about? The bug lady's stupid.
She's great. Let's see. There's a trailer here.
Okay, well, let's see what they want. Egan.
Let's see. Let's through it.
He looks cool.
That's Cabal.
Oh, look, it's
Sub-Zero, my boy.
my long hair.
You look familiar. Our paths crossed years ago.
I do like the fact that you can edit basically what everybody looks like.
I like that you can do that and it doesn't affect anything. Like
Yeah.
it's not like oh I have an advantage because I have a fucking different mask. It's like nah. Sub-Zero, no. My boy.
Ooh, yikes.
That's not Sub-Zero.
No, that's Pop. Yeah. I'm really happy that they have Barack on here.
Fuck.
Yeah.
No.
Cabal's cool as shit. Yikes. Alright. Oh, so that wasn't the fatality? Shit. I've been...
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god.
Show that on Twitch, right? Yeah. Look at that. Wait, look.
Alright. Yeah, well, Cabal can run really
Is
fast.
he the Flash?
Basically, he's fucking fast.
Alright, now I gotta see if there's one for my girl.
Bug lady.
My
She's,
bug lady.
she's fucking gross. Gameplay reveal? No, that's not
actually.
Devora first look. I'm sure that they'll have it in the first look.
Another returning.
That's an
advertising.
IGN video. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
First gameplay? No, this is the actual first, like, where they just show.
Yeah, lame. Whatever.
It looks like, I mean, every Mortal Kombat game. I've never not had fun with a Mortal Kombat.
Oh, they're
game.
great.
Like they're just
Yeah.
they're just fun. You
They're,
know?
It's gonna be good.
Cool.
For sure.
I just don't like Devora.
Devora's
She's
fun.
dumb. I wonder
She's
I
a
wonder
bug
what
lady.
other characters. You know that stupid Shaggy meme? They want to add Shaggy into this fucking thing. I'm like,
They're not
oh.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't. Spawn's on it. Spawn should be on it. Spawn's a
Fuck
good.
Spawn.
I love Spawn.
Whatever. Oh, speaking of fighting games, yeah, boy.
Oh. Okay.
They added Dio and Jotaro for fucking for Jump Force. Yeah. No, they have the whole. Have you seen this?
No.
HD. HD. It's fuck.
We got one option.
It's just. It's
Oh,
like,
it's.
it's this thing. It's Star Platinum in the world. And just. People can't hear it. I'm sorry.
That's
You
fine.
can hear it if you're watching it. Though.
Yeah, well, they can see it though.
Yeah, don't say they can watch the podcast. I'm just looking for it on the audio only. So sorry. Look up
At this
the fucking steamroller. They include this. Like, why would they do that?
Because
They
it's
went full meme with
yeah,
this.
it's fan service. So that's what he does.
No. That was fun.
That's the steamroller thing. Is actually from the earlier. Remember I told you there was a movie.
Oh, it's in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
I know.
But I mean, well, something
It's just funny that
something
that's
I
like-
didn't realize is that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm sorry, Jump Force has like Knights of Zodiac characters on it. It's like Saint Seiya. I'm like that's fucking the dragon guy. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
so
good.
I don't know. I gotta take a look and see
It
how
comes
many
out-
characters
it's
are on here.
fucking- Let's see. Yeah, 15th.
Okay.
Right? Or no? Yeah, Friday.
I gotta take a look and see
5
how
days.
many actual what like the whole roster is because
Hey, look at that.
yeah, might as well. Because I love Saint Seiya. Let's see here, take a look. Okay, I believe
Prima
me.
Games. Oh boy, everyone's favorite.
Prima game. Oh wow.
Prima Games.
So Prima games. What a lot. Oh my god. Wait, what is that? Okay.
Eisen. So
Okay, so we got Bleach. Ugh, Bleach. I don't know what City Hunter is. Cell, Frieza.
Well, hang on. Let's see what Rio from City Hunter is.
What's City Hunter? Oh,
What the fuck is it?
that's old.
Yeah, it's old.
I love old. I
He's
love
got a
old.
gun.
Yeah.
With no trigger discipline.
Yeah. Oh, he's shooting this guy.
He
He's,
just shot somebody. Wow.
all right. Cool. I like that.
I love that.
I
He
love.
looks
I love this sort of stuff. Okay.
Yeah, Cell's good. Frieza's good. Future Trunks is whatever.
Kenshiro, yes, of course.
Kenshiro.
Hunter x Hunter. I don't watch Hunter x Hunter.
You don't know what that is?
There's like 4 characters from Hunter x Hunter.
That's a good show. You should
Is
watch
it?
that. Yeah.
All right. So then there's Dio, Jotaro.
There's only one character from Hero Academia. That's weird. And
That's
then
weird. Yeah. Cause
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yikes.
6 fucking Naruto characters.
and then
Because-
2 of them are the same, so it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters from One Piece.
Oh, and then
My favorite.
Rurouni Kenshin.
Rurouni Kenshin
Really?
has 2.
Oh yeah, so they got.
Saint Seiya has 2. Dragon Shoot.
Wait, hold on. They have Dragon Shiryu and Pegasus Seiya,
Yeah.
but they don't have. Why Dragon Shiryu?
I don't know what Pegasus Seiya is.
Seiya's like the main character.
Oh, okay.
Saint Seiya.
Makes sense. Okay.
And he's and then he's Pegasus and then
Yugimoto though.
Yugi, my boy. Toguro from Yu Yu
Why is
Hakusho.
Glover?
And
What the fuck? Are these just new characters? Navigator? Kane? What's Kane?
it's Kane.
Is it Arcane?
Yeah, it's Arcane. he just hits you with
It's
fucking
recurring to me that.
with shirts.
Yeah.
The moment Goku and Frieza both to be in Dragon Ball Z forms by default, Goku can use Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan Blue.
transformations.
Frieza never uses golden
He
form.
probably will. If Super Saiyan Blue exists, they'll probably have Lakers Frieza.
Gear 4, it's all anime shit, but they don't talk about the important characters like Dragon Shiryu and Pegasus Seiya. And they don't have Cygnus. They don't have the Cygnus guy. They don't
Light
have
Yagami and Ryuk from Death Note make an appearance, but they're not playable characters. They're like the boss characters or something.
Yeah,
like,
he's probably like in charge
that's
of
weird.
everything.
That's so weird.
He just spends all his time trying to figure out what the people's names are. He's like, why do we call you Dragon Shiryu? I didn't realize there was a beta. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. That's awesome.
Friday.
That's a lot of characters in
Yeah.
there.
There's a lot of movies coming out
Yeah.
Friday, so
What's coming up?
or not movies, games. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we're in February.
yeah.
Duh.
Metro Exodus is the same day, so Jump Force looks pretty good though. Anyway, Disney is keeping. They're reaffirming that they're gonna be doing rated R movies.
Oh, that's good.
So your Deadpool won't change.
My Deadpool.
Whatever. You like Deadpool, don't you?
I mean, Deadpool's fine.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll have to. They're gonna try to make it like extra obvious that a movie's rated R when it's still a Disney movie, but they're gonna keep doing it because they know people like it. So that's good.
That's good. Yeah. Everybody was afraid of that in the same way that I was afraid that Heath Ledger was going to be a bad Joker, and I was wrong.
I
You were wrong
don't
too.
know how you put Deadpool into a not rated R movie and keep it not rated R. Like if he interacts with other characters, because that's probably what they'll do because money.
It's probably like the Once Upon a Deadpool thing where they
That
have.
suck though.
Yeah. Well, they have. It's like the
I
kid from
guess.
Happy Days,
I
or
don't
not
know.
the Wonder Years.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever. That's cool. That's good to hear.
Good for them.
Super Mario Bros. 2 and Kirby Adventure are headed to Switch Online, so you get those games now.
Goodbye.
Still NES games, but they're good.
I mean, they got
Mario-
a big
Mario
ass
Bros. 2 's
catalog.
Yeah.
Big ass catalog to go through.
Kirby.
So it's gonna fucking big boy.
Big boy.
Chunk.
Anyway, next. Oh, The Simpsons got renewed for 2 more seasons. Guess that wasn't obvious. It's fucking going forever. This never fucking ends. It's 2 more. It's IGN.com. All right. Next.
Zoom.
Load. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're still zoomed.
Oh,
Two
yeah,
new
Transformers. Oh, I brought that up for somebody else. I'll look at that later. Monster Hunter
Yuck. Okay.
2020 is when it's coming out.
Don't
Oh,
need
boy.
It's W.S. Anderson. Oh, I want to put my wife in a movie again. He does, and it's probably the same character too. She's probably gonna have like
Monster Hunter will feature a group of soldiers who get transported from their world into the Monster Hunter video games. The soldiers' leader, Natalie Artemis,
what kind of name is that?
teams up with the Hunter to no doubt fight Trap.
Oh god, it's literally Monster Hunter.
Tony Jaa. I didn't know that was him. I mean, his outfit looks alright.
Yeah, but she's got a gun.
Well, that's because she's from Earth. Or she's from America.
It looks so fucking
It's
dumb.
dumb.
I don't know why. Is it W.S. Anderson is just he just likes to make movies and pay his wife. It's so weird.
Paul W.S. Anderson. Let's look up. Let's see his IMDb. Fucking.
I'm so happy that it has an official release date. Yeah, he did Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He did Event Horizon?
Event Horizon was really good though.
Death Race 4.
Event Horizon was a great movie.
Resident Evil. How many Resident Evil movies were there?
Like
4?
9?
No.
1, 2, 3. There's a bunch.
Resident Evil. 2, 3,
4, 5,
4,
6.
5, 6.
6. Was it really the final chapter?
I think so.
Okay. Those movies were so dumb.
Now Monster Hunter. Now we're going to get 6 Monster Hunter movies. Probably. All the same quality.
I hope you. I don't know how Capcom is letting this happen.
Death Race.
They're over there just rolling in the money because people watch these movies. People watch them. You can.
Yeah.
And
Anyway.
the first one was good. First Resident Evil movie was good.
Why do I have Team Fortress? What is this news? Team Fortress?
What? Wait, hold on. Comes back after fake.
Team Fortress 2 YouTuber comes back after faking own death in 2015.
Spy main dickhead. What a dick. What? If he faked his death?
Reported by PC Games N, a new video titled Apology in Japanese.
Accompanied by the man who sold the world. Kept you waiting, huh?
Fucking shit. Oh my god. The video posted was deleted but since been re-uploaded by other users. He claimed that he was very ill and that his health was gradually deteriorating. Oh my god.
He was finished making YouTube videos and then... Yeah, he literally said kept you waiting. Oh my god. I thought he was joking.
Wow.
Oh god. Why?
He fucking faked his death 4 years
Why
ago.
did he do it? What's his reasoning? I'm sorry. Wait, scroll down.
I'm trying to see if it says. Did you see
Right there,
it?
yeah. I'm sorry I didn't cause anybody too much grief, especially if you have someone with chronic. I don't have an excuse. What can I say? I just love feeling of taking someone for a ride. What a dick.
Rules of nature.
What a fucking dick.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
Oh yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 will work off James Gunn's script. They're still fucking trying to make this movie.
Yeah, of course they are.
Why?
What do you mean why?
It's bad. Stop doing that.
Why?
Because it's not James Gunn anymore.
What?
Oh. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought he... Okay, I got him mixed up.
They're working off of his script that he did. And
It's off the chain. It's so good. That's a box quote.
Ugh. I don't know.
I mean...
I don't think they should do it.
Another Guardians movie?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because. Just let him be dead.
They won't.
I know.
Like,
They should, though.
Like, do you think they're just gonna like what's the next movie coming out? That's Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
and people don't know who that is, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Or at least
Whatever.
I know who that is. You
Right.
know who that is, but
Yeah.
normies don't know who that is, and then they'll be like, "Why does this character have time powers?" I'm like, "Well, that's not really."
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't have time to explain this to you. Get it? And then
Yeah, I get it.
Chris Pratt says Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 will work off of James Gunn's script. He's probably upset about it too.
Yeah.
He's like,
People are upset about Chris Pratt though now, because apparently he the church he is part of is like super anti LGBTQ or whatever.
LGBT. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Christian. Yeah.
Sure. But like,
What are they-
I
what are
guess he
they-
was quoted saying something like shooting animals helps him feel closer to God.
Yeah.
Something. It's just like people are real upset about it.
Hey, man. We all got weird things about us, okay? Don't kink shame. Whatever, man. Yeah, and, people are like, oh, now Chris Pratt is a bad guy because he's a Christian. I'm like, he's been a Christian his whole life.
I just wish that they would just not
care.
I wish they just wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
I don't want them to. They get people are talking about be like, oh, who should direct this now that's not James Gunn? People keep saying Taika Waititi, the guy that did Thor 3.
Thor Ragnarok?
Yeah, Ragnarok.
What's his name?
Taika. See if you can say that. I don't know.
Taika Waititi. Oh, okay. I thought you said YTD, like the letters YTD. I'm like, what is he, a rapper?
Yeah.
Thor Ragnarok, hammering out deals.
Yeah.
That's the dude from What We Do in the Shadows.
He directed that too. I haven't seen that movie.
Great movie.
That's what I've heard.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he was quoted recently saying how like it would be awkward to direct.
Why would it be awkward?
Because he doesn't want to like take James Gunn's movie. Because James Gunn wrote and directed, or it was going to write and direct.
Yeah, but
I don't know. He likes that guy, I guess.
yeah, I mean, I understand that, but it wasn't the same director that did Thor 1, Thor 2, and Thor 3. So it's like, just come and make the third one. Just have Taika Waititi be the third guy.
Yeah, but Thor is different because Thor was like a thing that already like people knew about roughly, and like they just made it a thing. Versus like nobody knew Guardians of the Galaxy, and like James Gunn made it a thing, and like it's very much more his thing than anybody else's because both of those were like both 1 and 2 were both James Gunn. They were both written and directed by him. So he just feels like it's awkward. That's just his stance personally. Obviously, somebody will do it. If
I'm sure it is
if they
awkward
move on
for
with it. But yeah, whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway.
I hope James Gunn does a good job with that fucking other movie, Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing like an evil Superman movie too. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, now I'm the evil James Gunn. Or, I mean, technically he was the evil James Gunn before, and then he became good when he did Guardians, and then he's back to being evil or something. I don't know. Hollywood's weird. They're like, they just flick a switch on you, and then all of a sudden, now you're fucking a pariah.
That's fair. All right. Nintendo has unannounced games. What the fuck is that? Okay, go ahead.
Has unannounced games.
So there are games that are coming out this year that they haven't even announced yet. They're good. Nintendo's good. They're just gonna be like,
hey, we came out with all this.
we got shit coming out.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I mean they've announced Animal Crossing, but yeah,
Animal Crossing 2.
the same year.
Yeah. Buy both.
On the Switch Mini.
I buy the
Your
fuck
favorite.
out of that. They're like, oh, there's 2 Animal Crossing? Gonna have to buy them.
Animal Crossing Red and Blue or whatever.
Oh. It's like, it's like how they did Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. They're 2 different games, but I bought them both.
They don't have endings though.
They do?
No, these games. Animal
These
Crossing.
ones. Okay, yeah. Maybe this one does. Animal Crossing Stories.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, that's cool. There's games coming from Nintendo that we don't know about, and they're coming this year.
Cool. Yeah, good for them. They're like,
Exciting.
Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, fuck it.
It was
All
already
right.
announced.
Oh yeah, Aquaman's getting a spin-off movie. That's just show you how good that movie did.
I still haven't seen it.
It's good.
I really want to see it.
There's like a whole part of the ocean they go to called the Trench, which is just full of like monsters or whatever.
Okay.
The Trench is getting its own movie.
Really?
Yeah, which is bizarre, but that's how much fucking money it made.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, it made more. It's the highest grossing DC movie now. It made more than Dark Knight. Yeah,
Made more than Wonder Woman?
Wonder
Woman
Woman.
was really
Yep,
good.
both of them. Yep, it's crazy. It was good. It was very good.
All right.
It's funny too. In Lego Movie 2.
They did do, but before you do, did they pay respects? Like, did they do my boy Black Manta well? Did they do him good? Or did they
He's
do him
alright.
bad? All right, cool.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Yeah, I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's kind of a punk, a little bit, because he's like just starting being Black Manta in the
Okay.
movie. It's like he gets beat.
Well, yeah.
But, yeah.
He always gets beat.
Yeah.
Well, not always, but
Yeah.
he gets beat a lot.
Yeah,
He also beats him
Yeah.
a lot.
yeah, he does, but not this time.
Okay.
So and he's not like the main threat either.
Okay.
So, but he's good. No, but so Lego Movie 2 is it's a WB movie who owns DC and everything too. So there's like they have like a scene with like the Justice League, like Lego Justice League, and it has a minifig of this specific like the Jason Momoa Aquaman. Like he like they have like a little one of him like running around or whatever with Superman, and he does like the fucking like the yelling thing like the wahoo or whatever. So, like, there's a part where like they jump out of like a spaceship and he does that. It's just like what the fuck, Lego fucking Aquaman. But it's funny though because they make this joke and there's like oh
Because there's 2 Aquamans. There's already an Aquaman in the Lego movie.
But that's what I'm getting to. Yeah, so like there's a part where like the Justice League goes off and like they never come back because like they try to stop the invading threat or whatever, which is the sister playing with Legos basically. And it's like all we have left is Gandalf and like original Aquaman. He just like has his arms folded like the perfect like blonde Aquaman or whatever. It's just like nobody likes you anymore. Fuck off. So it's funny too because like there's a in Green Lantern. Like the Green Lantern had his own movie. And
Yeah.
it's like it was bad. Like Ryan Reynolds makes fun of it all the time. And now it's like they have the Justice League in the Lego movie, and they have like Green Lantern be like, "Wait for me, guys!" Like they're like totally in on this. Like, oh yeah, no one fucking liked it, so it's just like. He like barely makes it onto the ship, and Superman's like, it's awkward. It's fucking, even Superman's like, yo, it's Green Lantern, god damn it. So it's funny though, because Batman's still like a main character, because he was in the first Lego movie, so it's just like, it's Batman. This is Batman just chilling with everybody else.
It's just Will Arnett too.
It's so good. I love it.
I love Will Arnett.
Yeah, he's
so
awesome.
fucking funny.
All right, what's next? Oh yeah, this was they tease. Who they tease for this? There's like a proper. Have you seen this?
Fantastic Four villain on Captain Marvel's.
Have you seen the website for Captain Marvel?
It looks as though it's a false alarm. Huh.
Oh, the false alarm.
It says. What did they say though?
Hey, well, let me see the.
Promotional website that looks like it was made in the 90s.
Yeah, have you seen that?
So it's like Angel Fire or like GeoCities.
Hey, let me find
Cap.
the.
Kajtan. Yeah. You gotta get faster for your new job interview, bro.
I'm not gonna type like hunched over like that.
Delightful retro website to promote Captain Marvel.
Let's go on The Verge, and then hopefully they link it.
Marvel has launched the
Launch
website.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's 90s
Oof.
as fuck. Ah, she's gone.
That's fucking. Oh, it has
Watch
a
Australia, play the
visit
game.
counter and everything.
Oh yeah. GeoCities as fuck.
Oh god.
The ships and everything. I love it. And this fucking like bad lens flare shit. Oh, I can't even zoom in it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Email. God. Superhero trading card. Yeah, it's trash. It's great.
Yeah. God, I remember people used to
Terminator reboot. Another Terminator movie is coming. It's called Terminator Dark Fate. Are you excited?
No.
Terminator Dark Fate will be a sequel to Terminator 2.
Why? James Cameron serving as executive producer and Tim Miller directing the film. Wait, is this the...
Huh.
Wait. Linda Hamilton, Mackenzie Davis,
Yeah.
Natalia Reyes, and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. And Diego Boneta. Who's Tim Miller? Why don't I recognize that name? Let me see.
Yeah.
Isn't he from... didn't he do fucking...
Deadpool?
Yeah, he did like John Wick or something too, didn't he? Or is that somebody else?
Tim Miller, American Philly.
Let's see. IMDb. Big.
He looks like a Gears of War character.
Rockfish. Sky Pillar. What the fuck is this? Okay, so he's only directed Deadpool 1.
Okay.
He didn't do 2. He just did 1.
Okay.
And the 3 movies that 3 of his 6 movies are in production.
Love,
so.
Death, and Robots.
Yeah.
So he did Deadpool.
So
he actually directed
he
Deadpool.
did two shorts and then Deadpool. Which did he direct?
Damn, how good were those shorts?
Yeah, it looks like it's just him too. It wasn't like
cool. All right. Well, I mean,
okay.
fine, but
Fine.
I thought Linda Hamilton was dead. I mean, I thought she was. Like, I didn't know that she was still alive.
Let's see how that Miss Haggard is going. Let's see, Linda Hamilton. Oof.
Yikes. Oh man.
Oh no, age happens.
That happens, you know.
That looks cool though. She looks
That-
alright with 40% of her face covered by sunglasses.
Everybody looks cool in sunglasses though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know.
She was a treat back then.
A treat. Let's see Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't do one. I mean, he's fucking fine. Linda Hamilton and
Forgot
Arnold.
he's in this movie. There's them.
Yeah, that's actual. Those looks like they're actual scenes from the movie. That was them
That's
long time ago.
ago. Yeah.
I love Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's
man.
great.
Yeah.
What a gem.
What a gem.
Is that him?
Big inspiration. Does he have a beard in the movie now?
I don't know. That'd be weird.
They added a beard module to the robot. Great. I mean, good for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope this is good.
Why?
I don't
Just
know.
because it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Well, I mean, the way they're doing this, where it's like, oh, it's a sequel to our last good one, reminds me of like Halloween, how they did like 9 Halloweens. And it's like, oh, we're doing Halloween.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I did like Halloween, the new
the
Halloween.
2018 one.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Because they're
did
just like,
like-
we're just gonna ignore the bad ones, which is all of them except for the first
all
one.
7 of them.
So,
7 of them.
yeah, that should be good. Maybe, hopefully.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, this is the last chance for Terminator and Halloween. Yeah, because Halloween was
Yeah.
good. I really liked Halloween. It was very
Could be good.
brutal, very violent, very violent.
All right,
All right, cool.
that's it.
That's it.
I'm gonna call. We'll get back to this. Oh, let's click off of that.
Bunk.
There we go.
What questions do we have?
Let's see. We have questions.
Let's go over them questions. I got dinner plans at 4.
That's early.
4:30.
How old are you?
No, I think it's like, I don't know.
He doesn't do that. You just add that. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Because he does. That's what.
Oh, your schedule for the next. I got my work schedule. I have to look at it real quick.
That's what makes for fucking riveting radio, bro.
Weekends off. Yeah.
But you always have weekends off.
Now it's nice. I have to appreciate it while I got it. All right. Questions. Expired wants to know: was there? He used the wrong there. I'm not gonna.
There, THEIR.
Yeah. Okay, it's fine. A game in recent memory that you really enjoyed from the beginning and ended up playing a long session, or if it was short enough to beat in one sitting.
That I did in one sitting.
Yeah. So recent memory, a game you really enjoyed it from the beginning and ended up playing it, just either like for a while, like a long time, or.
Resident Evil 2 was the one that I went through. I got through maybe 75% of it. I got to the very last area in one sitting, and then I got stuck in the last area.
Wah, wah.
And then the only one that I was I've talked about this before, like Last of Us 2
Yeah.
or the Last of Us, when it was just glitched and I couldn't save and I couldn't stop. Like this one sitting beat the whole game. That was fun.
Yeah.
I don't really play like many short games. The games that I do play tend to be very long. I play like XCOM, and those can take as long as you want.
Yeah.
You could just level up all your guys if you're feeling up to it. Some weird I noticed about that game, by the way. Once you get to a certain point, yours is like mission ratings. It's like easy, medium, hard, and very hard. is like once you get to a certain point in the game, there's no more medium or easy. So I'm like trying to train my new soldiers with like hard or or very hard. I'm like, I basically have to train one at a time. Have like 5 good soldiers and just one rookie, and hopefully hope that one doesn't die. Yeah. No, I don't. But aside from that, I think I played Hollow Knight a lot. Like in one long sitting, I played it for like 6 hours. It was really good. It just gets really frustrating.
It's a good game.
Yeah, it's just hard.
Yeah,
it's a hard game. What about you?
I remember the last time I like played a game. Ooh, I'm tired. I can't remember the last time I played like even 6 hours. Seems like a long time now. It's old now.
I mean, I took like a 30-minute break to
still
stuff like that, but
yeah, like I mean. Yeah, a lot of the games that I finish in like a sitting are just short anyway. Or like if I play for a long time, it's like 2 hours is a long time because it's just like that's how long the game. Like Portal 2, I did that in 2 sittings, but it's 2 hours each or whatever. Like Portal 1 is not very long. Let's see, what have I played?
Yeah, you got.
I mean, like Spider-Man I played, but I played that a lot, and I just did like a couple hours here and there. So, what else did I play? It was like the last game I played all in one sitting was Inside. That game by
the Limbo
people. Yeah, I can't remember their name right now, but that was a big one for me. Yeah, I can't remember the last thing I like stayed up and I was like really into that way. Probably a Halo or something. Yeah, Halo 5 sticks out as something that like we stayed up till whenever, and me and Ray and Jason did, and then Jason had to go and me and Ray finished it. And then Jason still hasn't finished it because we just did it without him. Like, oh yeah, we'll come back and do this with you.
Oh, we have to play fucking Gears, man.
Someday. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't put a lot of time. I shouldn't. I don't know. Sleeping is nice.
Yes, it is nice. I mean, I'm starting to not sacrifice my time sleeping when I could just be if I could be playing games, staying up to like 4 and playing games, or sleeping, I'd rather sleep.
Well, my thing is like I like going out.
Yeah.
And seeing people.
Yeah.
So like the other day I went to like what was it? I went out to Korean barbecue with people, which is fun. And like afterwards, like, oh, everyone's leaving, goodbye. And I was just like, I could go home, and it's still like like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or whatever it was. I could like maybe play something for a bit, or I was like, I could just go out.
Yeah.
I just go to like a bar or something. That's what I did.
Oh, nice.
So just nice to go out and met up with other friends eventually. I was like, what's up? So yeah. I don't know. Just the real experiences are definitely something I value more.
Now, anything else? I mean, I definitely did Red Dead. Red Dead was a long gaming session. That was a long.
Yeah,
one.
I can't think of anything like super recently that was.
But I mean, they tend to be long games in general.
The last one was probably Breath of the Wild in terms of recent for me.
Yeah, I was up to like 6 playing that one.
I mean, I wasn't even up that late playing that one though. I took a day off for it and then I just played it because I was like excited for a new system and a new game at the same time. So. That was big. But yeah, even like Mario, I don't think I was like, okay, I played enough of this. I'm going to bed. Like I'm very good about that now.
Being able to have self-control is really important.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
Fucking tell me about it. Anyways,
yep.
That's a good question. What else we got?
What else do we got?
Oh, and if you do want to ask questions, you can find it where?
Oh, I need to make like a Twitter or something for it or whatever. But you can bug me to get into the Discord. I don't have a link up for the Discord right now, but yeah, ask questions there.
Never mind.
Sorry. Anyway, Nidge.
I'm not calling him that.
Mm-hmm. Right. He changed his name from Big D though, so we can't call him that either. Nidge.
It just sounds like a bad word.
It's not a bad word.
I know, it sounds like it.
He's not saying Nidge or something. Like Jesus. What's wrong with you?
Jesus never said that either.
Jesus?
Yeah.
Jidges. Put that D in there. What period in history had the best fashion?
What? Oh, what? I liked like the. I think like the 20s and between the 20s and the 40s, like having people wearing people always wore suits. They owned one
from
suit.
1929, Great Depression, to like the end of World War II. People don't really focus on fashion. Like we didn't have fabrics for things because there was a war. Like we rationed things out or whatever.
They had one suit.
There was a fashion like before in the 20s for sure, but then eventually like Great Depression shit kind of ruined all that. 50s I would say is mine.
Yeah.
Fashion is very for the most part, I feel like it's like more oriented towards women because they wear more than just like a suit like we do. And it's just going back in history and just seeing how things were or whatever. Like, I mean, obviously now it's different, but yeah.
Have you seen some of the fashion shows like nowadays? Like, I don't know. That's a weird question. But have you seen like they have pictures of guys on the runways and girls on the runways and stuff like that? Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know who you're appealing to. I honestly don't know. It's like well, we literally put a trash bag full of trash on a person and cut holes in it.
That's like cutting edge, like
I don't know,
fashion. Well, it's like prototype shit.
Well, it's not even that. It's like the fashion in Demolition Man. Like, they're just trying
some of it is different though. No, so, like, some of it's like out there and some of it's like a little less out there.
Yeah.
And eventually they try to make trends and it catches. It's like fashion shows are kind of like a consumer electronics show.
It's the E3 video.
Not E3. It's CES. Because it's like here's our like 103-inch TV. It's like, you don't want that, but we can do it. Mm-hmm. Or it's like, here's our speakers with water in it. It's like, you don't want that, but
why?
It's a thing we can do now. That kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's like there are some like outrageous, like here's our car. Or Sony, like our not Sony. What's the car?
Here's our flying car.
Nissan like Leaf or whatever, like or not Leaf. That's whatever. I'm getting them all mixed up. But it's like, here's our car that has like 2 wheels, and it's like the cabin for the car is like an orb or whatever, and you can like there's like a table you can set up in the middle of it or whatever. Like it's not a practical thing yet, but they're trying out wacky shit and be like, okay, here's what I like, here's what I don't.
Let's see what people take from it.
Same kind of thing for fashion. But I don't know. I like a good suit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty simple. I like solid colors. In the 20s, you're talking about 20s. Guys who wear suits in the 20s, but they'd have patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I like patterns.
In the 50s, they would do just solid colors. That's my thing. Because like 50s, well, specifically in America or whatever, like after the war is over and we've won
2 world wars.
It was a time of like economic boom and like consumerism and stuff, and they promoted like, hey, go buy things and wear all this shit, and it's kind of carried over to today still. So, but it's like people wore nice shit, and it was good.
It made luxury items a lot more affordable.
Yeah,
specifically having like refrigeration and having a car. It's like everybody has that stuff
for sure.
Basically, I just like The Godfather. It's like, oh, this guy just always wore a button-up shirt, and he always wore a coat. It's like,
I like some early '60s too. Mm-hmm. Some of those tight T-shirts and the fucking
like the shorts up to your
no, not that, but like the leather jackets and stuff. That was very '60s, like pre hippies movement or whatever,
like greasers
type things. Yeah, those are fun.
Time to fight the mods.
Mm-hmm. And like '70s was like totally bonkers, and '80s was kind of
the fashion, the not the fashion, but just what people. I guess the culture changed a lot, and then at that point you get a lot more relaxed looks, longer hair.
Well, yeah, '90s especially was like almost like anti-fashion, with it just being like, here's like
utilitarian, very simple stuff.
Well, just not just that, but it's just like, here's like girls wearing shirts that are like they were like bright at first because of the '80s, and then they transitioned to like corals and like very like toned down color, like still colorful, but like not as loud, for sure. And then like now we have shit like what's the word I saw recently? Athleisure wear. It's like athletic wear, but like for like, oh, you can just wear tennis shoes wherever.
Yeah, it's like streetwear or whatever. Yeah. It's like when you have they're you know what I don't like? People wearing sweatpants outside. I don't like that. But now what I see a lot.
Some lady came into my shop Friday and she was wearing Coca-Cola pajama bottoms. And they said Coke everywhere.
People go outside like that. I don't even go. I wear shoes in my house. Like I don't even like to.
Like you'll come over sometimes and I'll be wearing shorts, but I don't like to go out in shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a respectable man.
Yeah. I go on flip flops though.
I don't. Yeah. I don't own flip flops. I don't have flip flops.
If I'm going like one place, if I'm going like to like fucking QT, I'm gonna get a drink. I'll put on flip flops. But now, you don't
even put on. You slide into flip flops. You don't put on.
That's what I'm saying. But now more recently, I've been putting on like shoes.
Yeah.
Because I got my long socks now. And they're nice.
Yeah.
So
compression.
Yeah. That too.
I'm a big fan of like. I'm a big proponent of the idea that people should always see you at your best. At least you should try to at the very least be seen at your best at all times. So that's why I don't like people coming over when my house is dirty. I don't like people coming over when I like to wash my car. I haven't washed it because it's been fucking raining. So I have to have my car clean, that sort of stuff. Because I feel that speaks a lot to you. So as far as the contemporary stuff, if I see somebody walking around very commonly in downtown Tempe, people wearing their sweatpants that have the little elastic thing at the bottom. I see that a lot with trainers, and then I'm like, stop, man, you're not running.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a problem with a lot of stuff, and that just happens to be one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd wear a suit every day if I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would too.
That's my favorite. In How I Met Your Mother, Barney Stinson. He's
Oh,
always
yeah.
wearing a suit. I was like, that's a fucking good way to live.
It's like, why are you in a tux? It's like, it's after 6. What am I, a farmer?
That's 30 Rock.
It's better though. He's right. He's like, look at me, I'm a mess.
There's an episode like
the same time from yesterday.
The 100th episode of How I Met Your Mother has it's like a musical at the end. They do a song about there's some girl hooks up with him and then finds out he has a whole closet, a walk-in closet full of suits, and she's like, yeah, choose me or the suits. And then he does a whole musical number about why he chooses the suits. It's fucking awesome.
Why would she make that choice?
I don't know. But then you find out the whole music sequence is a dream or whatever. He's like, I choose you, baby. And then they go to lay down and he looks at his suits. He's like, you're fine, don't worry about it. It's just a one night thing. He's like, whatever, who gives a fuck. So,
all right.
Yeah. Okay. Questions.
40s.
Oh wait. 40s.
Yeah.
40s. You're in war.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That wasn't fashion though.
That was.
No, you're in war.
Oh no, I'm sorry. After the
50s.
50s. That's what I'm thinking.
Are you talking
1947?
Mad Men or whatever?
I'm talking Godfather, son.
Whatever. I've seen that movie. Anyway.
But I'm gonna go watch the Lego movie.
I'm gonna watch Her tonight. I've heard that's good.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah.
Have you seen
I asked people last night. I was like, what should I watch between Zodiac, Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher, and
I like
Her?
that one.
Oh, you don't like that one?
No, I like Butterfly Effect.
Oh yeah,
it's really good.
I asked which one I should watch between those three. Some person said Butterfly Effect, and some person said Her. I'm like, Zodiac it is. Thanks. So yeah, but I'll watch Her tonight probably. Which sounds
have you
weird
seen have you seen Lars and the Real Girl?
No.
You should watch that too.
Okay.
All right.
Let me put that on my list right now.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me find it. Lars. What's it about?
Lars? Yeah, Lars and
type.
the Real Girl.
Who's in that? What's it about?
The guy from fuck, why can't I remember his name?
What's his fucking?
He's got a mustache. I forget.
Is it Ryan Gosling?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling.
What the fuck?
He's fucking great.
Wait,
It's a
when
great.
was this movie?
It's a fucking good movie.
This came out in 2007.
Yeah, dude, it's old.
Craig Gillespie. What's he done? I, Tonya, Fright Night. What the fuck? Finest Hours. I haven't seen any of these.
You never seen Fright Night? Wait, I think he did the new one.
Remake.
New one was good. Yeah.
It looks like it has. Oh, it's got Colin Farrell in it though.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like Colin Farrell.
Yeah. You should really watch Lars and the Real Girl. It's fucking good.
Look, watch list. Boom, there it is.
Yeah, look at that.
Other time.
At some point.
Anyway.
Also put The Godfather on there, dickhead.
It's on there.
Okay.
I just don't. I don't have I don't watch it in order. I just pick things at random.
I'll watch The Godfather.
Like, hang on, I'm gonna pull it up.
I have Godfather. I'll let you fucking borrow.
Let's see. You want to see all the movies I haven't seen?
Yeah.
Pull it up.
Always.
Make a new tab.
Make a new tab. You're making me crazy.
Oh wait, that's not what I want. I want this out and big. Okay, we'll go.
Out and big.
Boxed.
Letterbox.
/rush 26. Make it work from here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So thanks.
Watch list.
Fucking The Mask is one of your favorite movies.
It's great. I love The Mask. Fuck you. Right, let's sort it. We can sort it by popularity to see the good
Okay.
ones. Film
Go.
popularity. Here's things I haven't seen.
The Godfather's number 3.
The fucking 3 billboards for some reason.
Oh.
2001: A Space Odyssey. It remake. Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver's good.
Clockwork Orange. Lost in Translation. I've heard is good.
Uh-huh.
Pan's Labyrinth. I told myself I want to wait till I learn Spanish to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got subtitles, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
You've never seen Schindler's List? Oh my god, you fucking... Requiem for a Dream.
I have a lot of 2018 movies on here because I added them. So
First Man I still haven't seen. I don't care much.
That's 2018. That's 2018.
You were
That's
never
2018.
really here.
Blue Velvet. I've heard.
How have you never seen My Neighbor Totoro?
I just haven't seen it.
It's like...
What else is on here? Let's see.
Eyes Wide Shut is fucked up, so...
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Andy looked good.
Life
That's
Aquatic,
2018.
Grave with the
That's
Fireflies. Akira.
Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, Akira I have shrink wrapped. It's
Oh
Blu-ray.
God, it's so
I got
good.
it on Blu-ray. I've heard this is good. Grave of the Fireflies.
I heard it's good too. Just kidding. No, it's sad.
Castaway. Anchorman. Rain Man.
How do you go through
Battle
your entire
Royale.
life now watching Castaway and knowing all the
Unforgiven.
references that people make to it? Like everybody references that.
Well,
movie.
that's what I feel about Godfather also. I fucking know all the references to that shit. I heard the real thing about that, about the horse head thing.
Mhm.
Like how they like waited for like a horse to like get sick and die, and then they like send us the head when you're done with this horse. Like when this horse is like, cause this horse is sick already, so they got a real fucking horse head.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
And it shows.
Deer Hunter. I haven't seen.
Good movie.
American Werewolf on the Mystic River. The mega one. See this for funsies.
Starship Troopers. You ever
I haven't seen that shit.
That's a really fun movie, man. It's got the same guy from what's that show? What's that movie? How I Met Your Mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Wait, no, that's the wrong one. What am I? God.
You fucking up today.
It looks like the same guy.
West Side Story. I haven't seen.
Good movie, Dawn of the Dead. That's
I've seen
the
that.
old,
I've seen the play of that, but yeah.
the old Dawn of the Dead.
There's
movie's
Lars
good.
and the Real Girl. It's
Yeah.
fucking, I haven't seen Creed 2 either. I gotta watch that.
Creed 2 is.
I haven't seen the original Child's Play, and they're rebooting that now, so I don't have to watch that anymore. Get out of here. Old Man and the Gun, I've heard is good.
UHF is
Thunder
not
Road.
good. I don't like UHF.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it because this is what's his name, but
Weirdo.
someone told me to add Roadhouse after I saw Dirty Dancing. Like, Roadhouse is a sequel to Dirty Dancing. It's not, but it's it's a fun thing. So I don't know, 6 Shooters. I add some of these with Demolition Man. I haven't
Demolition
seen.
Man's a lot of fun.
All right. Anyway. Oh, I didn't put that on the thing. Whoops. my
Oh
bad.
well,
Whatever.
we're just saying
Fuck
shit.
it.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Anyways,
for
what's the fucking question?
My bad. Oh, Nidge has more questions.
Oh.
Nidge. What's your favorite box art?
Huh.
Huh.
My favorite box art, specifically for a game.
I get. Well, he says box art and then CD and DVD. Like the question is, box art ? CD ? DVD.
Mm.
First of all, we have Blu-rays in this house, son.
Yeah, we have digital in this home.
Yeah, we not even Blu-rays.
Yeah. My favorite, I like alternate cover art. So like they have a cover art for Resident Evil 4 that I really like because I like very simple minimalistic stuff because I'm that type of guy. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I see. Yeah, just do Resident Evil 4 alternative cover art. I think it was I because most of the time the people that do cover arts for video games, they kind of miss the whole point of making cover art. They just want, huh? Yeah. I think it's the red one. Yeah.
This?
No, it's Evil Within. This one, basically the one on the right. Click on the Evil Within one again. Sorry, and basically see that one on the right. No, yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. I like stuff like that. That's very simple. There it is. So, stuff like that doesn't really. I guess it doesn't really sell the game as well.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you look at the regular cover of Resident Evil 4, which is scroll down.
Oh,
that one. If you look at that one, you basically like you get all the elements. You get chainsaw, you get a gun, you get Leon, you get everything.
See what the characters look like.
Yeah,
That
it's
is,
like
impressive looking at the time. Like
Yeah.
that character model.
But it's like it doesn't really translate. Yeah, and then I mean, if you want to look at stuff like
That's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
love
like that.
simple like Dread. Like you get a lot of Dread from stuff like that. Resident Evil 2 had a good cover art where it's just like the zombie head. It's in the actual gray area.
Oh, this one.
No, that one. Like stuff like that is cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
I like
that one.
simple stuff that makes a lot more sense because I love that Resident Evil art and I love the Evil Within, the one the original one that we had picked on.
This one.
That one right there. That's on the back of the original
swap
cover.
it out.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can swap it out. I love that,
Yeah.
and not many people do that kind of stuff. So I think the actual alternative cover for Resident Evil 4 is probably my favorite one. I also like the Metroid Prime ones. The Metroid Prime cover arts, those are very simple. Like just Metroid Prime on the GameCube, the very first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's not really much to that.
Nope. Very simple. But it's like, hey, this is what we are. You know? I like that one in particular, but
What the fuck is that?
that was very early. Oh, that's the thing that's an alternative one. But that was also very early when it was just like, where it was just like, hey, this is our first big cover art that we're doing. And when you start to have cover arts that just show a character, like you have Battlefield, and they have orange and blue, and then the next one's orange and blue because it's
Yeah.
like, oh, this one's got orange and blue too. I mean, you know, it's
That's like I
you start to notice like patterns and everything. It's like I don't know.
I'm trying to think of one that stands out to me.
As far as what like
just cover art in general.
as far as like CDs, Placebo's Meds is one of my favorite cover arts.
Well, okay. Wait, which one?
Look up a Placebo Meds, MEDS. Yeah. Meds album.
Okay.
No, like click on the images. That's not the right one. That one. That's the one. That's a big one. It's weird. I love this cover art because the whole album is very. You never seen that?
When did this come out?
That was old. It was old.
Is it real old?
Yeah, it's real old.
Let me see. How old?
2005.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. There's a fucking Marilyn Manson album looks like this too.
Yeah.
So it's like which one copy which one?
No,
Probably
this,
Marilyn
Marilyn
Manson?
Manson's the one that has. It's just him. It's not all blurry like that. I know which one you're talking
Okay.
about.
It looks similar though.
I think it's
it has him with the woman or the female I guess shape.
Yeah, but that's actually him on the cover.
Yeah.
As opposed to this one.
Right.
This one, I love this fucking album. This is like one of my top 5 albums, where I can listen to every single song in a row.
I have a lot of those.
Yeah, I love this one.
Mine is.
And then they have the one on the right, Sleeping with Ghosts and stuff like that. Album Endless Fantasy.
This one has a cool. Oop. See if we can't get that bigger. Yeah, simple. Oh, it's not simple, but it's like very
You like
colorful. Yeah, I do like colorful. Let me see if I have other ones on here.
Anamanaguchi.
Anamanaguchi. The album's fucking dope. I'll just put that on while I work. It's fun. Let me see.
What about like a movie? What's your favorite one from
movie covers? I mean,
It's hard to say because movies don't really get
yeah.
much as far as album covers go.
I'm trying to think of.
I like text. I just like text on them.
I like let's see. What is that called? Oh yeah. The Daft Punk one. Random Access Memories.
Oh yeah.
It's just simple. Just both their helmets together.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. That's a good one. See if I can pull up anything else.
What about like for a game?
For a game? I can't think of a game one right now. I mean, Vanquish is cool.
Yeah.
Vanquish has a cool
Action. I like stuff like that.
You kind of get like everything about it. You get everything about it like in the same image. It's just like you fucking have a gun and you're going fast.
Mm-hmm.
This is fuck. Like look at that. Everything just like warps around you. You're going so fast. It's so goddamn
so
good.
fast.
Yeah.
I like Bayonetta's cover art. Bayonetta cover art, very good.
Which one?
The one on the left.
Yeah.
The American one wasn't as good. It's
Is that
just
this
like
one?
it's a
Oh,
kicking.
yeah.
I like that one. Just imagery, simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Cover art that I mean, a lot of first-person shooter games like to show the gun. They always do that. I'm like, and a cover, it's not really what you need. If you had something like, because Halo Combat Evolved, the first one had Master Chief dead center pointing a gun at you. You know, like that was what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
If they had, but that's what this market wants.
Right.
Because I mean, that's why they made Kirby angry. You know, they keep adding like they add like eyebrows to Kirby for the
Kirby's
American
always
cover.
fucking mad.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's fucking pissed.
And then if they had, and I think some of the alternative cover art for Halo, like in other countries, it was just they actually showed the Halo.
Yeah.
You know, but that doesn't really translate as to what the game's gonna do. So, but it's just more artistic stuff as opposed to this one where it's just like, here's what we're selling. We got the gun, we got the dude, we got Master Chief, and we got soldiers in the back, and we got spaceships flying. It's gonna be wild. I don't know if the cover art is really what sells people nowadays, but they still do the same thing. Like you have, like the older Call of Duties, like Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3. Instead of showing like those ones actually showed the scene of like the soldiers fighting. If you look up the Call of Duty 2 cover art, for example.
2 or
Call of Duty 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Call of Duty 2. Yeah. Like you click on it, you select on any one of them, and you see an actual scene like that. It tells you a story. You know, there's the guys they're climbing up, that sort of thing. Fair. As opposed to like this is where you can show where it actually shows what's going on in the game. But if you have like Modern Warfare 2, you just have the soldier in the middle of the desert with the fucking, you know.
Good game. But
great game. But that was when it's like that's not
Modern Warfare 4.
like you look at the cover. It's just a soldier with. It's like okay, there's that. I understand there's shooting,
Right.
but it doesn't really translate well.
No.
And then you have Battlefield 5, Battlefield
Right.
1. It's just not. I'm just kind of sick of the Battlefield covers in general because, like I said, it's the exact same one every
Right.
single one, and it doesn't really do well. Call of Duty 4, I forget what Call of Duty 4 also had that. It's just the same. It's just a soldier, but it's in green instead of brown. I don't know if you remember that one. So, I don't like most cover arts that show the whole character just standing there, unless it's Metro Prime, because that's an actual like that pose that she makes is her pose.
Right.
This one, it's like.
Yeah.
And you end up having a lot more of this happening with first-person shooters, and it's boring.
Mm-hmm.
This is boring cover art. You need to make alternate cover art, or don't even bother having just put the text of the game on there,
Right.
and be done with it.
Mm-hmm. It's weird because like a lot of them don't have cover or they don't have like box art because it's not boxes. Like I mean, like Rain World doesn't really have. I mean, I guess that's physical now, but it's like, or like they have one for. Let's see, Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just.
I like that one.
Yeah. Well, I like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But that's like the Steam.
That's like, yeah.
Like,
I mean, and like that's fine too, I guess.
I like stuff like that.
But I like this one. And it just seems more. Actually, there's my favorite one of these is actually this one. So it's like right when you start, you jump down, and like you go into that whole town or whatever. Like you go to that whole world. You you're like right at the edge before you jump down.
Mm-hmm.
It's neat. As far as movies, like there are like the final product for a movie is different than like promotional stuff, like posters. Like I mean, okay, Homecoming. I like the poster for Homecoming. Where you just like not this one, this one.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can make that bigger. But like the ones where he's like chilling with Iron Man are like weak. Like where is it? Like this one. That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. But the one where he's just like laying there, I'm surprised I can't find a better version of that. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's neat. I like
It
that.
just shows a little bit more about his actual character as opposed to.
Lol. Fucking Deadpool. Yeah, no. But like the trailer for the one for John Wick 3.
Yes.
I mean both of these, but
The one where he's standing there and then everybody's pointing the guns at him from a little bit further away.
yeah, that one's okay. I like this one better though.
Oh, where it's backwards.
Where it's like he's like looking in the doors of the Continental.
Uh-huh.
And it's back. It's all like everything about it's backwards.
Yeah, I'm 17.
Yeah,
He's a 71 yam.
he's on the outside looking in type of thing.
Yeah.
So I mean that one fucked it up, but yeah, the other one's cool too. The him looking at all those dudes. All those dudes are out there. He's got that bounty. It's gonna be good. I don't know how I feel about fucking what's her name, Halle Berry in it, but we'll see.
What?
Halle Berry.
She's in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
How you doing?
Great.
That's weird. She's like his only help that he gets in that movie. It looks like. She's like, I don't know. I just don't want like a spinoff where it's Halle Berry.
That's like a big whatever to me, man. Halle Berry's old.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if they kill off John Wick and there's a spinoff with her character?
I'd rather they just do one about the dog, the pit bull.
She has her own dog. It looks okay. Anyway, what else? Questions. He has another question. Taking a minute to get through these. My bad.
Oh, we're good.
We're good. Would you switch gender if you could?
No.
I'm okay with who I am.
I like who I am.
Yeah.
I also don't like having people have anything to say with my own self identity. So
What do you mean?
I don't need people to like accept who I am, because my self identity is my own.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried
Sure.
about it.
That's cool.
I like who I am. I don't know how I would be if I was anybody else. Maybe I might not like myself.
Yeah.
I like who I am.
Yeah.
It took a long time to get here. What about you? You wouldn't?
Cool.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
I think I'd be a huge dick if I was a woman.
Yeah.
Because imagine having this attitude and being a woman.
I mean, you're a dick either way.
Yeah, I am.
So I don't know. Yeah, I never really thought about it, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've never thought about it, I'm good.
Yeah. It's like trying
Yeah.
to explain color to a blind man. It's like,
Yeah.
you ever seen green?
Yeah. And I mean, I've never talked. I mean, I've talked to people that are trans or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like fundamentally a thing I can't fully grasp because it's
Yeah.
like I haven't had that feeling. Like I mean, good for more power to you or whatever if you do, but I just like I just don't. Yeah,
It's just a thing that you have.
yeah.
or a
It
thing
sounds
that
like
you are.
it sounds like hell to deal with until you can get to what you want to be.
Yeah.
Like to be one thing and identify as something else. Like sounds like fucking miserable, but
Yeah.
do what you gotta for sure. But yeah, not me.
Yeah.
I got lucky, I guess. Anyway, Radium wants to know. It says, describe your favorite and least favorite things about the Sonic the Hedgehog games. I think we have this both the same.
Fan base.
Everything is bad
Everything is bad about
except for the music. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's Michael Jackson. It was Michael Jackson. The characters are bad. The characters are poorly designed. The characters have shitty attitudes.
I like the character Sonic the Hedgehog in specifically the 90s animated series because he's just like a dick. And it's hilarious. He has good lines. And he turns into a razor blade instead of just spinning. He
he
actually
does.
became like a razor blade and like could cut holes in the floor and shit. Yeah, I don't know. The specifically for the gameplay for me is like it's a game that they made and they promoted as like, oh hey, you're gonna be this character that runs real fast and you're gonna go real fast, and the whole game is like you ran into a wall and now you have to regain that speed, and it's not fun to be like, oh I'm going real fast and it's great, and there's like loop de loops and like it's meant for you to go really fast, and then you run into a wall. Or you hit a fucking robot crab or whatever the fuck is up with that game.
Oh, you were supposed to jump there.
And
It's
you
like, how the
lost
fuck
all
was
your
I supposed
rings, and now you have to make sure you get a couple because if you get hit again, you die. And it just like interrupts the flow. Like I've said it before. If they put a Sonic the Hedgehog skin on the way Rayman Origins and Legends works, that'd be great because that game is constantly like
You're moving the entire
and
time.
the levels are designed
And it gives
for
you
to be like
enough of a heads up that you know when you're supposed to jump.
right,
And
and I'm pretty sure you attack things in that too. So it's like there's a whole like you can
it's
make
like
that,
a rhythm game too.
you could make that really fun in Sonic and it'd be good, but instead they're just like you kept running until you hit a wall, and it's bad.
I just don't like the fact that
And that's just I'm just talking. That's just the fucking 2D games too,
Yeah.
which are considered the good ones, and then
They're
then,
bad.
Then there's like the adventure games, which is like people are like, oh, you can't say that Sonic Adventure 2 is bad. It's like, okay, what if I took the raising the Chow part out? Oh yeah, then it's shit.
yeah.
That's what people like out of those games is
Yeah.
making a fucking Tamagotchi basically,
Well, I was
which
saying,
is fine.
No, it
That's
just
cool.
to me it's like
I thought that was all right too.
I just didn't like the fact that it was like, oh, we're making a response to Mario. It's like, oh, Mario, you think Mario's cool? Well, this guy's a fucking hedgehog,
Yeah.
and he goes
This guy
fast.
fucked your wife. And
Yeah.
is the fastest.
Sonic doesn't do drugs,
Yeah.
and he
Sega does what Nintendo don't. Get it?
yeah,
fuck
it was
you.
it was just like a response. It was a YouTube response to
Yeah.
like, a YouTube video response to Mario.
It's bad.
And it's like it wasn't as fun. It's not
It's bad.
a good game. I said the character designs are bad. It was done specifically. It's the same basic thing. It's a side scroller with faster. You just move faster, and then
Sometimes.
it doesn't come. Yeah, sometimes. Because he actually runs really slowly unless you're actually doing the spinning thing.
Right.
Also, hedgehogs don't do that. It's stupid.
Plumbers don't fucking whatever.
Plumbers go down pipes sometimes.
They don't fight piranha plants and shit. Nah.
I'm not a plumber.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
It's just, I just don't like the character. Like I said, I don't like character
There
design.
are
The
some
gameplay.
there are some entries where I enjoy the music.
The
Is-
level
is
design
the best
is
I can
terrible.
say. Oh yeah.
Level
Well,
design.
it's counterproductive to what they're trying to do. They've made 4 of them or whatever, and it's still shit.
Mhm.
It's bad.
And then like, I mean, what like the fan base? I don't like the fan base. People talk about a rabid.
What's
crazy
a fan base you do like though? Like, let's be real.
Fan base that I do like. I don't mind the Zelda fan base, not really, because it's like everybody has their own favorite
I
Zelda
guess,
and
yeah.
stuff. But I also don't see like, okay, I know. Okay, here's a good example. I know that if I go to a Zelda-based escape room, like I'm gonna see some stuff, but I'm not gonna be like, okay. I know that if I go to a Sonic-based one, I might see a dude in a diaper. You know what I mean? And I just don't want that. It's just not my thing. Like the Sonic fan base just has a lot of
In conclusion,
weird
no furries.
stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Anyway,
Well, Churro wants to know: is there a fictional organization that you'd work for?
I would Team Rainbow.
Team Rainbow.
from Rainbow Six.
What?
Yeah. That'd be dope.
What about Diamond Dogs or whatever? Is that no?
No, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by Big Boss the whole time. I wouldn't work for him.
It's not even Big Boss.
Well, spoilers. By Venom Snake.
Yeah.
I'll be getting my ass
Fucking
kicked. That's
dumb.
what I did. I just ran around and punched people the
Big
entire.
Boss is such a pussy.
No, he's not.
He is.
Which one?
The real one.
No, he's smart. It's fucking great.
He got his ass kicked by Solid Snake, his clone, and then he died.
He did a bunch of stuff before that. He's old as shit when that happens.
He fought the woman that trained him, and he got confused and killed her, and then everything bad happened after that.
Yeah.
And
like
then he got tricked by Eve or whatever, Ava or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's fucking bad. Actually, he doesn't die though, huh? You see him old at the end of 4, and then we don't know what happens because those games don't end. So they just went back to the old shit because I don't know how to make a story after that.
Yeah.
So thanks, Kojima.
Yeah. Now he's making.
Do you see Norman Reedus talking about Death Stranding? He's like, this is complicated as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait.
God,
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, no, fucking, I don't know, Team Flare or some Pokemon bullshit. If I be one of the bad Pokemon teams, it still seems like it could be fun, but at least I'd have Team Flare has good outfits. Going back to fashion, I don't know. Like, Team Rocket's cool, but I don't want to wear a big red R.
Why not?
It's weird. I mean, it has
Ryan.
That's my name.
It's green.
No, because then they do Rainbow Rocket, and it's gay. No,
All right.
no, I like Pokemon's fun. I'd like to do just whatever gets me more Pokemon. I don't know, because everything else is like horrible. You get fucked.
Like
Any organization gets like fucked up in like video games or whatever, unless you're like
Umbrella and the BSA.
Umbrella, or like, even if it's like, oh, I'm gonna be like you and what's the fucking military one for Halo? You're gonna die.
The UNSC.
Yeah, UNSC. You're fucked. If you're not Master Chief, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Even if you are Master Chief, you get fucked sometimes. Sucks.
And not the good way.
Not the good way, yeah. I mean, there's other besides like video games though. Like what other?
Like organizations.
Yeah.
Like I would like to work for that fucking hotel, the Intercontinental. That'd be dope. That'd be something I would like.
I'd be in the Green Lantern Corps. Cause that's like
that's a corporation. I mean, technically.
Whatever.
I know it's not.
But you get fucked up in that. But you'd have superpowers and you go to space. It's worth it. If I could be like, I'm gonna go to space and only have like this ring predicament instead of being like I have to go and like get training for it and go and like go on NASA and shit. It's like, nah, I just go to space. I can talking fucking
yeah,
beaver.
but then you could be like that fucking
Chip.
The Billy Ray.
Oh, you're talking about Tomare?
Yeah, Toma Ray, and you just fucking destroy the planet. You're like, oh.
He didn't destroy the planet.
Or he
their
forgot to
sun
protect
flares got fucked up and he couldn't save Krypton in time. Yeah, it's his fault. He sucks. We already talked about that. There's a whole episode about that. Tomare's the worst. He fucking sucks.
Tokyo Tomare.
Oh, God. Anyway, yeah. It's fucking, I don't know. Green Lanterns.
I wonder what Churro would say. He'd probably say, like, Umbrella, and he'd probably die.
Churro would probably say... Oh, that's a good question.
Probably do like Griffin Kuger from Girls Frontline. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
What would Churro say? Let me look at fake organizations. Fictional. He didn't tell us. Usually people tell us.
Fictional organizations in video games.
Just in general.
The Koopa Troop.
Oh wait, I already had it up here. He'd be Space Marines. He'd be all about the Emperor and shit.
That's not an organization.
Sure it is.
That's just the
Let's
humanity.
Look up the definition of organization. Let's see. He wasn't specific.
So what group would you rather? He want to be a Space Marine. He wants
Organized body of people with a particular purpose.
So humanity.
Exactly. You can be a subset of humanity. Smaller organization.
That's what I'm saying. So he wants to be like
Barnyard Commandos. Oh no, he'd be fucking.
He's part of the Wendy's organization, so whatever.
He'd be. He is part of the Wendy's organization. He'd be like Mandalorian or some shit, or whatever. Whatever those are called.
I forget you see, Churro, you're wrong.
Or Clone Wars. Or
you wouldn't
be
that. Yeah.
No, he couldn't be a clone because he's not a clone. But he'd be Mandalorian something, Death March or whatever they're called. He's probably reading so hard.
Oh, whatever. Star Wars sucks, anyways.
Sad.
Anyway,
great.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. No, we have Raphael question. I feel like we already answered this, but we'll go into it. Let's see. Raphael says, did you like the Sega consoles?
No.
Do you think it's okay that
I like the Dreamcast.
Do you think it's okay they no longer exist, or do you wish there would be a follow-up to the Dreamcast?
No.
No.
I don't care.
I'm okay.
It's like, what did I really lose?
I don't want to be in a world where there's 4 systems.
Yeah.
And like Sony puts out enough exclusives where I'm like, that's okay. And I don't want to get rid of Nintendo. I'm not getting rid of Xbox.
Like,
so.
what am I? I'm missing out on.
So having like
Sonic?
a 4th thing, yeah. Like I mean, Dynamite Cop 3 or whatever. Like that'd be old by now. I love Dynamite Cop. Yeah, I mean.
Vector Man 7.
It would be nice if they stuck around as like a containment for Sonic the Hedgehog. Be like,
We don't want to play Comic Zone?
You don't want to play Alex Kidd 4? You want to play Vector Man 7?
No.
Wouldn't it be great to have a separate Sega console and be like, oh, Sonic the Hedgehog is exclusive to this? Be like, good.
Oh, thank God.
Exactly. It's a containment zone.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking Ghostbusters box for Sonic. Fucking get out of here. Oh,
No, I don't like the Sega consoles. I mean, they were all trash. The Sega Game Gear was trash.
Yeah.
They're all
Game Gear was so bad. Takes 6 batteries.
dumb. I don't understand, and that's what I'm saying. It feels like
I remember being a
they're
kid.
just response machines. They just come up with responses for Nintendo.
I remember being a kid going to the dentist, and in like the second waiting room, because it'd be like a waiting room, and there'd be a smaller waiting room, because that's how that works. And the second one had Game Gears in it.
You're like, I'm not gonna play that.
And I was just like, here's National Geographic or something. Like, I'll read anything else. I was like, here's fucking the TV Guide or whatever, because that existed in the 90s.
Like, I'd really rather.
Well,
not.
'cause it's like here this is like we have Game Gears here, and it's like, oh, half the time they're fucking dead because they take 6 batteries and nobody has that. And they might have them like plugged into the wall later. I think probably somebody stole one and like I don't know, threw it at the fucking World Trade Center.
The old,
Like,
the old
like,
Washington,
what would you use that for? It's huge.
the old Washington Mutuals around here used to have like Game Boy Colors plugged into the walls, and it was sweet. I love that.
I remember there used to be a McDonald's that had Nintendo 64s. That was dope.
Oh yeah, the one here in Gilbert. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had those up until like recently.
Yeah.
Like,
Don't you want to sit there and play Mario Party? No.
no.
While you, like, imagine.
I'm
being-
surprised they
imagine,
haven't went in
Imagine
to the
being
store.
a parent and like bringing kids, like you not just your kid, but like a friend's kid, and be like, oh, we're going to McDonald's for a bit. Your life is already like I don't know. That sucks.
It's sad.
But then like there's no play place at this McDonald's. Instead, they're gonna play Mario Party together, which is gonna ruin them because Mario Party is not fun for people unless you want to get people mad
yeah,
or
that's how you
drink.
lose friends,
Unless you drink, which you're not doing as a child,
I presume.
probably. But yeah.
Well, the parent might be if they're at McDonald's. Like, I just need to get out of my house. Anyways,
It's too real. Anyway, thanks for listening.
it is.
We're on Twitter. I'm Rush20XX. Charles not here. Eric is Penny's Pena.
I'm at Penny's Pena.
Go follow Kenna. She's at.
She
Mafia.
creates shit.
She just drew something. A buff cat girl. Wasn't good.
She did.
Yeah, it looks neat. I'm not gonna pull it up.
All right.
I guess I could.
What else? Where can they find this?
I don't want
shit?
to pull up my Twitter and find something Benjamin liked. Some fucking
Yikes.
lolly dick girl or some shit.
Yeah, that's a lot of that. I have to, like I said, I was trying to keep him not muted for as long as possible, and then I just couldn't do it. Anyways, you can find us all. You can find more of this shit.
Go follow Benjamin. You'll find it.
Yeah, follow Benjamin. You can find it on
Bamboozled
iTunes.
boy.
Where else can they find it?
SoundCloud, not SoundCloud, Stitcher. They both start with an S. It's Tro's fault. Only Tro uses Stitcher. We have to
Stitcher.
say it.
iTunes,
Spotify,
Google Play.
Google Play. That's it.
That's it. YouTube.
YouTube. We put the video on demand.
So if you want to watch,
If
if you
wanna
go to
watch
watch
it
it
live with all the visual references we're making, it's
at Rush 20.
Twitch.tv/Rush20XX.
I always get that
I
shit.
need to
mixed up.
change that up.
Yeah.
Rush20XX is not fun to say. XX is annoying.
X.
It's like way too many syllables. You make it something else.
Rush 20XX.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
thank you so much for listening. We'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye. Look, so I can do this like this.